Okay, so somehow my settings got changed. As I was saying, I would rather no one spoils me about it. But today I've already been spoiled, so there you go. But still, I don't know who's on the banner. Just please. Ugh, this really bothers me.
Because many fellows are here, my loves. I don't want for all love, I don't want for what's love, any other kind. So we all do save this high mountain and the time, anyway. I know for right, I know for okay.
Yeah, I muted YouTube. All right, how much time are we? Okay, let's start. This is already really messy. I didn't expect anything to be out today. But I guess it is today, you know what I mean? All right, let me turn it on. Okay. I think everything's fine.
Man, maybe one day you'll catch me on my day off, Kappa. Anyways, I just wanted to come and say hi to everyone.
Thanks. Wait, one sec. I'm double checking on things real quick. Is everything okay? I think everything's fine.
2 years got, where has the time gone?
Yeah, I think everything's fine. Yo, Dragonal, welcome back. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right, so today the trailer came up. I wasn't expecting it at all, but it's one of those days, huh? Okay, all right. Yeah, I have the video now. Let's go watch it. Sorry, this is a mess. I didn't expect a trailer to be today. It is early. It is 3 days instead of normal 2 days before a banner shows up. So this is quite a bit early.
Wow, all of us were caught off guard. This is why I say that trailers are always 1 to 3 days.
Yeah, no, this happens. This absolutely happens. I think a lot of people like pretend everything's like on the calendar and it's 100% going to be accurate. No, it's not, because we don't know anything for certain. So this stuff happens like relatively often, I guess. Shindiz, thank you for subscribing. Welcome back. Better like this. I guess we'll keep it like this. I don't know, it's fine. All right, so real quick, My reaction is going to be completely normal because I've already been spoiled. I'm not going to name who because that'd be a dick move to do, but... You know, of all the people who spoil me, the ones that bother me the most are my own mods. Why? Why would my own mods be the ones to spoil me? Of all the people who could possibly do it, why would it be my own mods? And this individual's not the first mod to do it. But I don't know why they did it to me today, and whatever. So I already know what the banner's about, unfortunately. Not that it wasn't going to be obvious that it was going to be include Muspel, but like the rest of the banner. I don't even know how to like explain myself here. Like, come on. If you're a moderator, you should at least know what I'm doing. So it's disappointing, but whatever. I still don't know who's on the banner, so we're gonna do that much. How did you get spoiled? I got DM'd by my own mod. So I normally don't read DMs during all these things, but when it's my mods, I usually take it as, you know, it's pretty important. Clearly was very wrong today. All right, but yeah, let me set up completely. I think I'm just about ready completely to go. Sorry, I need to move one more thing. Ready to go. The thing that bothered me the most about this was that they said they were trying to DM somebody else. Okay, great. Is there a reason if you were trying to DM someone else that you didn't delete the message? Because I didn't check his message instantly. He had like 5 minutes to delete it, and he didn't. That really bothers me. It's like, if you make a mistake, fix it. I don't think it's very hard to like understand. Like, if you make a mistake in your life, fix it. Especially if it's that easy. But they didn't. I don't understand it. Whatever. Let's just start. It really bothers me because, again, it's like I don't expect to be spoiled by my own mods, but what the heck? Either way. And okay, the thing that bothers me more is that he could have just deleted it and this wouldn't have been a problem, but whatever. Yeah, the trailer being tonight came out of nowhere. And it just started raining. That's great. Whatever, let's start this. Act surprised. And it's muted. Whoopsies. Oh, crap. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. It's raining really hard. I need to make sure the water isn't coming in. 1 sec. And it was. The water was coming in. Okay, it's a good thing I took a moment. Sorry, sorry for making you guys wait a minute longer, but the water was starting to come in from the window. And now it's not. Okay, now we can start. Sorry about that. Really, it just started raining. I don't think I'll ever get tired of the jingle that starts. New heroes. So these are normal heroes? Of course.
You just go troll
Helping people in need is what my gang's about.
Oh, he's a dagger hero.
This'll be fun.
45 HP, 55 attack, 45 speed. He's really fast. Did he just swap foul play? Unique assist skill. Honorable blade. Foul play. Unit and target ally swap spaces. 3 ranges.
Step aside.
Yuri looks so feminine. I know he's supposed to look feminine, but he looks even more so. Oh.
Do you
Okay.
have some need of me? I assure you I am busier than I may seem.
Constance really stands out, so I'm glad she's in the game finally. Agnia's arrow, harsh command, attack speed push, AS far trace. Oh, attack speed far trace finally here. Oh, her her stats are also out. Okay. Drawn out sign.
People keep their distance from me. It's easier that way.
Demonic Tome, Glimmer, Attack, Res, Catch, AR, Far Trace. These are all pretty decent kits at minimum. Effective against dragons and beasts.
Better you than me.
Fair enough. That was actually a pretty cool attack animation. Also, stats are also out. Everybody has trace skills or like unique assist skills. All right, here he is. Muspel. Flame God.
The nature of everything is to burn. Char the flesh. Show me the bones. Lay bare the truth.
I like him. Okay, rally up attack plus ARD, res 4, Dragon Wall, Domain of Flame. All right, so he did get unique. Oh. You know, it's hilarious with the big dragon because everybody attacks him in the PP. This is kind of hilarious in that way. Sorry. Oh crap! I looked. Oh, the vintage Fafnir. Oh crap! Who's that guy's name? I forgot his name. He's our free hero. Until okay, Balthus.
Ready to bleed?
Oh, he's not free. He's a 3 and 4 star hero. Smart pull, of course. All right. Need a sec to free the people. Sorry, I look really weird when I'm like wiping my nose.
Not even talking about the banner, I am just hyped that we will get to hear Shackled Lives in Fae.
Oh my god, I need to blow my nose. Sorry guys, 1 sec. I have something in my nose.
I've been waiting for Yuri for so long. I've been saving all year.
Oh man. Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose.
Yuri is the only Fire Emblem character I would be gay for.
I mean, he's quite cute. His art in this game looks even more feminine. All right, guys. I think everyone's free. Let's go over the banner. So once again, I've been spoiled going into this banner. So if I wasn't as excited as usual, that's why. But at least there's a lot to go over here. This is a quite a big banner. Now, we did expect Muscle to be on this banner because it's going to be a Niffle situation. Which Niffle's situation was already weird, but it would be kind of weird for Niffle to not be a mythic hero and then, you know, Muspel to be a mythic hero. That would have been really weird. So, fair enough. Aside from that, more Ashen Wolves are finally out of the game. So, more Three Houses characters. These were pretty well and long expected. I'm happy they're finally in the game. I did think they would wait a bit longer, though. I did think, like, it would be, like, Awakening characters for this month or something like that. Because it's been a while since we had Awakening. You're gonna actually tell me this isn't early though? It's usually 2 nights before. 2 nights before for trailer, 1 night before for downmine, and then of course it's the trailer, and then it's the release itself. 3 days is rare. Generally speaking, it's 2 days. This is early. Is this common or like is this uncommon? No, it happens, but it's early. They don't usually do it like this. All right, let's go over things. At least I'm looking forward to the story to see why Fafnir looks like that. All right, comes out on the 17th. And of course, Balthus is here. He's probably gonna be slow. 47 attack, can't double Lancecab. Lancecabs are usually pretty slow. Whenever there's a Forging Bond, it's always 3 nights instead of 2. But I've been doing banner releases since forever as well. All right, if you say so. I'm not gonna argue about this. This is usually it's 2 days.
Shackled wolves and Fae. Hi.
It's the 15th. No, it's the 14th right now. Okay, I don't. Hold on. I just want to clear this up. Why are you guys saying it was expected to be today? I'm legitimately confused by that. Generally speaking, it's 2 days before. It's uncommon for it to be 3. Does it happen? Yes, but why are you talking about it as if it's like just as expected? By the way, you guys are the same people who give me flack whenever I say like, oh, it's probably banners today, and then it's not, and then people are like, oh, you know, you should have seen it coming. Come on. This stuff isn't scheduled. And when it comes to banners and stuff, like, in general, like, you know, I've paid quite a bit of attention. We've been doing banner reactions for years now. I'm just really confused why you guys are saying, like, you should have expected it to be today, or it's usually today, like, 3 days ahead. Like, it's not. It's usually not this early. Yeah, it's generally supposed to come out tomorrow. I know some of you guys are in different time zones, so which is why you're saying it's the 15th, and therefore it's 2 days. I'm talking from my perspective in EST time. So it's usually... This is early. It's usually not this early. It's 2 days for non-TT special banners and Mythic Legendary. Okay, sure. I mean, if you believe that's the case, sure, but... Okay. Sure. I don't know what to say, because we've done this for a long time too, so. Alright, let's begin. Thank you for the kind words, though. Alright, new heroes join the battle. Let's finally go over them. This was long expected. No, seriously, guys, doesn't Yuri look extremely feminine? Those lips. Those lips. Those lips are really good.
There goes my F2P status. Ugh.
Thanks, Odes credits. Thanks for NZ2. I don't know what that means, but thank you so much. And yeah, I know. A lot of people are really, really excited for Ashen Wolves. This does feel a bit early. Nah, Yuri looks amazing. That dress is really good for both sexes.
Earlier.
Hey, Gmo, thank you. All right, so guys, did you see this? This guy is moving 3 spaces and then swapping another 3 spaces. What the heck?
But I am not disappointed. Moosebell looks hot and the art is really growing on me. Hoppy looks cute and they give us daddy ball to sprangasm.
All right, I'm glad you're excited about that.
Cywell, time to drop another $90 on this game.
Okay. Well, I'm glad so many of you guys are wailing. All right, let's begin. Honorable Blade has Kanto 2. Do dagger heroes really need Kanto? Infantry dagger heroes really need Kanto? Sure. It fits the entire idea of Yuri, so I can agree with it, but I just think that's, wow, that's surprising. Special turn cooldown count -1. At start of turn, unit can move 1 extra space. That only turn only does not stack. At start of combat, if foe's HP is over 50%, grants attack speed +6 to unit during combat. So essentially, he's like Alm with the extra movement. So he has pretty good Kanto
for a lot of movement shenanigans going forward.
I think they were gonna do that anyways, considering we had before Alm, who got the Refine and also got Kanto. It was that Pegasus flyer. I'm forgetting Sumiya? Was it Sumiya? I think it was Sumiya. But it's already happened before, so. But I guess you're talking about the extra movement. I'm just saying about the entire Kanto inheritance thing. All right. Anyways, additionally, foul play. That is likely a perf, because that doesn't really make sense for anybody else to have it.
Is actually a part of a crest relic he gets in 3H, so it's not unexpected. +1 move still pretty big though.
You want me to point out how many Fire Emblem characters have gotten extra movement? Because you can't just say it's expected, considering how often they ignore these things. Alright, aside from that, Glimmer, Sea Dual Infantry 4. I guess Sea Dual Infantry is finally in the game. Who are good users of C dual infantry, guys? I can't really think of a good one. Young Innis? Soth. I guess with Soth's new refine, he's really, really good. I don't know, man. There aren't a lot of great heroes, is what I'm trying to point out for this. All right, we'll see. Loki, once we see Loki's refine, maybe we can say it's a good pick then, but not right now. Aside from that, there's Times Pulse, so overall, really good fodder if you can make it happen. But yeah. If foul play is something you can inherit, that would be amazing. All right, but this is a pretty ridiculous hero. Move 3 spaces, swap 3 spaces. Constance! I've been waiting for her. I think they got her eyes down packed. I love her eyes. Agnia's Arrow, Harsh Command Plus, Attack Speed Push, AS Far Trace, and Speed Res Rain. Alright, so Agnia's Arrow is Speed plus 3 if you initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally. Grants attack speed plus 60 during combat. Neutralize effects that prevents units' follow-up attacks. Neutralize foes' bonuses to speed and res on odd number turns. And neutralize the units' penalties to attack speed on even number turns. Ooh, that's pretty interesting. That's useful too. That... I think some people might prefer just have a consistent abilities. But that's not bad. That's perfectly workable. And it's a really easy attack speed plus 6 because you're just within 2 spaces or you have it, as well as just neutralizing effects that prevents units follow-up attacks. So she can use Wind Sweep really well as well because it's partial no follow-up. Huh. So red flying mage is it? There aren't that many good red flying mages. Okay, so she's at least in a pretty good space then. Obviously, there are heroes like Byleth. Obviously, new Refine, how we know he's really good. I get it, but there aren't that many heroes, so she's in a less competitive area, I would say. For that, Harsh Command Plus, it always fits when characters with her like demeanor has Harsh Command, so fair enough. Speed Push 4, okay. AS Far Trace 3, which is attack speed minus 3. That's really nice. That will give her a bit more bulk, and of course, dropping their speed helps with her doubling abilities, and then Speed Res Rain because she's a flyer. Very simple kit, very concise, but very good overall. I do think AS Far Trace, I think she would probably preferred Speed Res Far Trace instead, but fair enough. She's also really good fodder, of course, just because of the push and trace or push plus rain combination. She has 39 HP, 56 attack, 43 speed, 17 defense, and 29 res, which is really healthy stats. Okay, so very low defense, which means she's a really good target for Wind Sweep. That way she can attack twice without getting counterattacked, and then of course not get hit. Because her effective bulk is so low, 39 plus 17, and once push does any damage, anything that can counterattack probably kills her. So yeah, really good candidate for Wind Sweep. Aside from that, that is pretty impressive though. Her actual speed is 7 plus 3 plus 6, 16, 59. Hey Jason. Yeah, it's Ashton Wolves. No, she's 63 speed at base, chat. Because, oh wow, she's so fast at base. This is why when people are talking about making slow heroes, going plus speed and plus 10 with all the Dragonflowers, I don't care. It's so hard to outspeed some of these heroes that are coming out today. They're just so ridiculously fast by themselves. As for her attack, it's still really high. 7 plus 4 plus 6, 17. I believe that takes her to 73. So yeah, that's a pretty smooth hero. Really dangerous. Alright. Ilfric is the new GHB. Okay. Next is Happy. Cav. Blue Tome. She has Demonic Tome, which is affecting its dragon and beast foes. Sure. Can it kill Fallen Edelgard? You know, guys, it would be a very weird feeling if Happy can kill Fallen Edelgard. Doesn't that feel weird?
AS Far Trace. Time for my New Year Fjorm to feast once again.
Alright, Fenrir Wolf Dad. I mean, you're the biggest fan of New Year Fjorm, so. Alright. Accelerate special trigger cooldown count -1, so slaying and double effectiveness is really nice combination already. At start of turn, if special cooldown count is at maximum value, grants special cooldown count -1, so -2 cooldown. At start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants attack res plus 6 to unit during combat. Oh, that is such a great tome, chat. Instant 2 cooldown specials, which means if you give her Ruptured Sky, she's actually pretty scary. She's like a really ideal beast and dragon killer. Because her tome drops 1 cooldown inherently with slaying ability, and then drops another cooldown with its special effect, your 2 cooldown specials come out immediately. And if it's already against dragon and beast foes, Ruptured Sky is just a perfect skill to give her. And of course, it even gives you attack res plus 6, so that's just a really, really strong kit. Alright, as for Glimmer, sure. Attack res catch 4, sure. Is she fast? I guess we'll see in a moment. But attack res catch 4, welcome to the game, and then ARFR trace 3. Kanto with attack res -3, so fair enough. Let's see. Yeah, she is slow. 58. Okay, fair enough. Is she going to give Summer Mercedes a run for her money? Alright, so 40 HP, 56 attack, 26 speed, 16 defense, 39 res. Yeah, she's way better than Summer Mercedes. That's so sad. Okay, fair enough. But we know the reason why, because... well, also it's red versus blue, but... yeah, Happy is way better. High attack, high res, much better tome, and the base kit is really, really strong. Okay, I like Happy. It's really cool. And she looks pretty. Can she kill Muspel? I think she can. She's a specialist against dragons and
Even
beasts.
without Wind Sweep, in a few, or anti-DR effect, she can probably punch through Fido on sheer might.
Yeah, the ability to attack twice is really, really good. But you gotta worry about Fallen Idor killing in one blow as well. Alright. I mean, if she survives. Alright, so, Muspel, finally. Flame Lick Breath. We already knew he was coming to the game for a long time. You guys have already faced him. Well, you haven't faced this version of him, but now we will. Attack plus 3. At start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants attack speed, defense, res plus 5 to unit during combat, and foe cannot recover HP during or after combat, aka it's Deep Wounds. Happy is definitely drawn better. Yep. If unit's HP is over 25% at start of combat and after combat, if unit attack inflicts Deep Wounds. Yeah. So it's just like the C slot skill we've been having on like legendary Sigurd. Why was I gonna say Leaf? Legendary Sigurd, Harmonic Lift. Like heroes like that already have this skill. It's so good. So inherently, it's just built into the breath instead. I don't think this breath is anything crazy, but it does make some sense. It's like it has to be a specialist breath, just like what they did for Niffle. So non-counter attack, and then of course non-healing. I guess it makes some sense. And then my stats because of chilling effects on Niffle, whereas Muspel's all hyped, burning up. So adding stats, I can see the contrasts and differences, and it makes some sense. Of course, he's still a Cav Dragon, which there's only 2 in the game. Fitting enough, it's Muspel and Niffle. There's also Rally Up Attack Plus, ARD, Defense Res plus 4, so trying to make him more tanky. Dragon Wall fits really well here, so decreases damage taken. And then Domain of Flame, attack defense plus 4, and the effect if unit's attack is over foe's res during combat, unit's first attack deals damage equals 30% of unit's attack minus foe's res to allies within 2 spaces during combat. If unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, it grants attack defense plus 4 to unit during combat. And also, if unit's attack is over foe's res during combat, unit's first attack deals damage equals 30% of unit's attack minus foe's res. Chat, who do you prefer from the kits, Niffle or Muspel? Because it's not because Niffle's a girl. It's just legitimately I value non-counter attack status more, because you can only get that from Flash Plus, which is only on healers, or you use Kemph. You only have 2 options to get non-counter attack status on your opponents. Whereas Deep Wounds, you can get from a bunch of C slots. And of course, minus stats versus adding stats is not a very big difference. So one benefits Glimmer and the other one benefits things like Bonfire and whatnot, right? So in terms of damage output, it's going to be near the same depending on your specials. And then, of course, they both have ARD skills. One's more offensive, one's more defensive.
So let me get this right. It's not O. He grants a toned down glimmer?
It's not AoE. Definitely not. It's basically like extra damage. Extra damage calculated. Who's a good example of a hero that does this, guys? Because I believe we've had this ability before in the game. It's just that character's not coming to mind. But personally, I would rather have survivability over extra damage.
Run them together, Kappa.
Was this Celica? Catria is the closest. Catria I thought was based on... Oh, wouldn't it be... No. I guess it is Catria. Okay, sure. But yeah, it's extra damage. The annoying part is you have to be within 2 spaces of an ally. That's the annoying part. Because you're a beast... Sorry, because you're not a beast. Because you're a Cav Dragon, you run away from your allies, and your Domain of Flame might end up doing nothing. So its triggering is a bit more difficult. Whereas with Nifl, it's within 2 spaces of her allies. So her allies would always have this benefit. Whereas Domain of Flame is only if you attack. If you don't even attack, you can't even use this. Right? I don't know, I just prefer Nifl way more. In terms of base kits. Valentin Catra, yeah. Alright. Isn't that rude? I think any guy knows this. In a fight, you never go for the balls. That's just rude. You don't do that. That's messed up. But he's also really huge, so... Where else are you whacking? Oh, man. I feel bad for Muspel. Taking, like, an armor smasher to the balls. I guess that's where you test out the real armor. I'm sorry. Okay, with that said, Fafnir, some story moments, sure. And then, of course, we have Balthus coming out as well. I don't know. What do you guys think about the banner? I am pretty or broke after how crazy August was going to September, so I'm probably not going to pull. I also just... The headliner units, in this case, who's the most important unit out of this banner, guys? It might be Balthus, to be honest. If Balthus is a new-gen hero who's demoted and he's 185 BST, which is unlikely. But if he was, that'd be awesome. That's unlikely. He's probably 180. But we'll see. But he's free. That's why I really value him. I actually don't think the most important unit here is Muspel. Because I'm sorry, I'm not a big believer in Muspel's base kit. I think he's really cool. I like his artist. I love his artist, in fact. I love Durara, and of course I've watched Damachi. I love his artist. And I'm fine with his voice actor, even though it's a bit weird. It kind of sounds like he should have been a bit darker, but that's fine. Deeper is what I meant. However, yeah, I actually think the most influential unit here is Yuri. Because Yuri is a dagger hero who can move 3 spaces, swap 3 spaces, even has Kanto. What the heck? This guy's amazing. I think it's Yuri, and he also demoted...
Yuri won this banner clearly.
Yes.
Kanto on an infantry unit, on the weapon of all things.
Yep, and he's cute, so I think it's Yuri, guys. Anyways, you guys can let me know your thoughts about the banner, whether you're gonna pull or not. But yeah, I'm generally excited. It's just I can't afford to go for this banner. But yeah, Yuri has really good stats. Yuri does really cool things. And in terms of dagger heroes, he's gonna obviously be one of the best. He doesn't do anything crazy, but he's really flexible in his movement. So I really like that about him. Anyways, that's your banner.
If you give Yuri lose or snag, then you're set.
You're right. Guys, wouldn't bruise and snag work? Because it's still swap. It's a positional skill. That's actually a really good idea. Also, really quickly, guys, recently we fell below 23,800 subs. So if you guys haven't subscribed already, please do. It fell below because whenever I release Genshin videos, people are always unsubscribed. I get it. You know, most people subscribe to me for fake content, but it's like kind of rough. I enjoy Genshin, so I actually, of course, like making content for it and stuff. But yeah. All right, we're gonna talk it over with some other guys. Give me a sec.
Wait, no. I think what's ridiculous is that Yuri is the only unit right now that can use Disarm Trap while still having Kendo.
That's what I'm talking about. You guys shouldn't disqualify him just because he doesn't have crazy good stats and he's not super offensive. The movement, his ability to help your team get into the right places and get himself in the right places is so impressive. That's why I really like him. All right, guys, we'll talk over the guys, but yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps. Leave a like if you enjoyed. We're gonna go over it with the guys. By the way, again, I didn't expect the banner to be today, so I didn't stream ahead of time. Actually, I was about to go fix my router, like update the router and do some improvements and whatnot. But yeah. Oh, also this week we're gonna play. This week we're gonna play Undertale, and next week we're gonna play Danganronpa as our different games for the week.
Well, hello there.
Hey, Legion. I'm gonna ask you, as always, did you see this coming? Oh, I don't think you can hear me. Ugh, guys, give me a sec. For some reason, my voice and video stuff all reset my stuff. Okay, now you can hear me. Oh, maybe. Okay, maybe you can't hear
I
me.
just
What the
thought
heck?
of a funny scene. If you use Yuri and Lilith, then you can just FF7 Advent Children the unit you want to battle lol.
FF7 Advent Children? What does that mean? And I love Advent Children. That's one of my favorite movies. I think I've watched Advent Children more than any other movie. This is really weird.
Actually, same. It's not just like it's the actual same thing.
Okay, now it works.
Hello. Okay, now it works.
Okay.
All right. Legion,
Well,
did you see this coming?
No.
Okay, fair. If you said you did, I was gonna call you out on that. Because I think, for me, I was looking for Awakening. Awakening banner was
Same here.
possible.
And I was also waiting until tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. I don't know how people were telling me they saw this coming, but alright.
Oh, I mean, the characters in the banner, like, there's absolutely zero surprises to the banner itself. Like, who's on it? But,
Right, if it was gonna be Ashen Wolves, it'd be these. Well, that's the thing that really
it would be the Ashen Wolves.
Right, but
Yeah, the timing is the only different thing.
right. But the big thing is, like, I thought this was really early for Three Houses.
It
Guys,
is.
Yeah.
if you
I
think
mean,
about
we
the,
could have. It's pretty like easy to expect we would get one another
I mean, this is when the church banner happened.
another one this year. Yep.
but
keep
I
coming
just
out.
want to point out, like, in the past 6 months, how many Three Houses characters did we just get?
You know?
Right, like
More
we
than enough.
Yep. Quite a bunch.
That's what I meant. It's like, okay, surprising, but all right.
I mean, I'll take it because this is the ones that will probably get less attention.
Mhm.
Like, as far as, you know, alts and whatnot. At least for a while.
All right. The other thing, who's the biggest hero on the banner for you guys?
I'd say Yuri.
It's gonna be Yuri or... I don't know. I mean, I like Fatal
Constance's
Smoke and
actually-
Defense, but... It's really... I think Balthus is gonna be the one that potentially becomes the most common and vaunted, just because he's a 185 BST unit.
See, that's the
I
thing.
just don't care about them other than Balthus because like they just aren't great as units. It doesn't seem to me.
Because
I
for
would
Balthus,
disagree with you there, but
it really depends if he is 185. Because if he is, then yeah, I think he's the most important unit on this banner for the most for the average player. But if he isn't, then probably goes to Yuri.
Yeah, it would go to Yuri at that point, though I will say Moosebell does have some serious potential.
Okay, that was the third question. Niffle or Muspel? Are you thinking? Did Legion die? Are we still online? What the heck? Hey chat, are we still here? That is so weird. What is going on today? Okay, this is weird.
Okay. Is it working now?
I don't understand what's happening today. It's so weird.
I don't understand either.
Okay,
That's it.
so going back to it, Muspel or Niffle? Are you kidding? Is this a question I'm not allowed to ask? Are like Nintendo ninjas cutting off the call whenever we talk about Muspel and Niffle? I don't get it. As soon as we mention Muspel or Niffle, it just cuts off. This is really weird. Okay. Guys, give me a second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna double check my settings really quickly. I don't know what's going on. 1 sec. Give me a sec to double check settings. This is so weird. I don't think I have anything extra on. Yeah, I don't. So why is everything so poor today? Alright guys, 1 sec. I don't get it. I really don't get what's the issue right now. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong.
Make him into like another kid.
Hello? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm gonna try switching to Discord server. I'm fine, right, guys? Like, is there anything wrong with the stream right now? Oh, okay. Also, since we're having technical difficulties, here's our poll. Vote if you want. But you know, as I said today, I want to go update my router, fix some stuff up. So I do know I do have like internet problems once in a while, but that's why I was going to take a look at it today. And then the banner showed up, and then we couldn't do that. So. I'm gonna try one more time.
Seems to be doing.
This is really weird. Is it Discord? What the heck? Since our Discord's running terribly right now, I think it'd be a perfect time to advertise our Discord. The Nimdom is are almost at 4,100 members. If you guys would like to join now, where we have technical issues. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm gonna change our region and see if that helps. Usually in situations like this, I like to move us to Russia. Find the Russian servers to be pretty empty. Wait, where can I move the server? What the heck? It's not an where? Are we not allowed to move the server any?
Maybe?
Hello.
Can somebody move us to Russia?
I hear you now.
Alright, move us to Russia.
Oh, is it a server thing?
I think it's server, because apparently the stream hasn't had issues. I don't know anymore.
It can be used on like Camilla or something.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright.
It shows me as green, but then we have all these issues.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of those stupid things with Discord sometimes, I've noticed.
Okay. However many times is the charm? Niffle or
This time.
Mustful?
Niffle, and I say this mostly from the fact that we do not have flash smoke.
Yeah.
would
I prefer
also say-
Mooseball mostly just because we don't have a Fatal Smoke staff.
I would say Niffle, but I think that Moosebell is going to be more used than people think he will be.
It's mostly because what sells it for me is, okay, their breaths being different is huge. But what sells this for me is their C slots. I think
Yeah.
I think Niffles is way better and way easier to use, whereas Mustballs is so much more complicated for him especially.
I really like Mooseball a lot better because we have so many forms of ways to get damage reduction, but we don't have like any ways to give allies true damage. So I think his is a lot more unique and overall going to be better.
It's
think
like
it's more
AoE
unique.
style damage.
It's a much more unique C slot for one thing.
Yeah.
But-
And for offensive play styles, especially ones that usually rely on teams collapsing in on each other, as long as Moosebell stays alive, he could be a huge proponent for like instant special nukes, for example. I could see, like, hypothetically speaking, like Lysithea, for example, coming in on a Wings and Mercy, getting both an instant Glimmer proc or Moonbow or whatever you may run, plus the extra 30% of units attack minus foes res, just to be the cherry on top. It could be a pretty
So
damn kill.
I can see Mustfall being very awesome in like say a Wings Mercy kind
Or
of.
Catch
I'm not
Red
sure
Hawk.
how strong he'll be in it, but like a Wings Mercy Gale Force team. I'm not sure.
I think he'll be great on anima defense because there's many people who use, for example, say like Brave Guard with near save, such as you, like
Yeah.
or like on Asher even, for example, to deal with stuff like Saros. So I think he'll be a pretty great unit to deal with stuff like that.
Yeah, the green near saves won't be able to kill him as easily, especially if it's like Dedue, for example, who doesn't actually have a great res stat. And considering ARD def res 4 and his naturally competent res, he's not dying.
Yep.
So-
And then also, he's the only like unit who can apply Fatal Smoke while dying as well, as long as he lands a hit.
Yeah, which is huge because, like, for example, in my personal experience, Brave Hector kills Dual Leaf and then just goes on business as usual because Fatal Smoke doesn't proc. So that's also a pretty significant step in Moosebell's court.
Thank you, Tanuki, for the raid. What the heck? Weren't you just here talking? Okay. Thank you so much for the raid. If you guys haven't checked out Tanuki, he streams every day, which is something I find impossible, but props to the guy for his Iron Man streak. He's also a face streamer, so check him out if you guys want to. Thank you, Tanuki.
Impressive.
But I mean, I will say immediately, the two of them together are actually going to be terrifying, ironically. Fatal Smoke Flash into Fatal Smoke, so Moosebell can't die, plus the extra damage, and plus the fact that it's harder to kill both of them. Scary. Very scary.
Interesting
But-
that you see it that way. But I agree, because I agree in them being used together, but just going back to the first thing, I think people should... Look, I understand damage reduction is like... There are various individual forms of it, but when it comes to group forms, it's just Flame and Niffle. It's like it's not that much more common. It's not like exactly common, you know?
Yeah, I guess on the reverse side of it, 30% doesn't save you from special nukes. Like instant bonfire nukes, for example, can still break 30%, for example. Whereas that extra 30% over the course of several units may result in a kill against a super tank, for example. Especially since it's off foe's res no matter what. So you can have physical units that are able to target your res stat for the 30% true damage, which could be pretty interesting. Especially for, like...
Whoa.
Again.
Wasn't it attack minus res and then 30% of that difference?
Yep.
But that might not even be
Regardless.
much of anything. If
Not-
we're talking about super tanks.
Depends, because especially... Okay, if it's a far save tank, it might actually be more diminutive than, like, Archer, just using defense. But generally speaking, it might just be a normal hit, like a normal true damage hit. But if you're like a physical unit going against near save, take for example, like Bridal Catria, of course, then you'd be able to get a hit against, for example, Brave Edelgard off her naturally lower res stat for 30% difference.
Okay, but that's still
Plus
Bridal
your
Catria.
natural
I hate
Well,
that example.
Yeah, I mean, it's a terrible. Like, she's just broken anyways, but. And I'm sure you know after yesterday.
Yes, I'm well aware. I think we've been all well aware.
Gross unit. But units like that, though, where that extra damage off a physical unit targeting your res for just a little bit could be, especially for near save tanks, a wake-up call for investing in res. Which, if anything, I think is actually the biggest thing to note is that dragons and melee melee res units are actually becoming more common, and that might start to make
Is it
all-out
practical to
defense
use
units a
Domain
little
of Flame?
worse.
Your
Potentially.
unit has to win what is essentially a glimmer check.
Is it practical to use Domain of Flame? Your unit has to win what is essentially a Glimmer check. It
actual
should do something in
It should
general.
do damage.
But the question is like, is it going to be meaningful damage? And that's where I'm like questioning it. Obviously, more damage is always nice, but remember, it's only on your first hit. So if you're already doing like very little anyways, you're going to do very little with it, if not nothing. So
Yeah.
that's why I question
So,
it.
if you're doing very little at that point, you're kind of away from being saved anyways.
Right.
Like, there's only so much you can do with replacement slot in the case of Moosebell to make a unit better.
Yep.
You just... I mean, at bare minimum, it's a superior joint drive attack defense. So, no matter what, you're already getting some pretty solid support, regardless of how well you're actually doing in your matchup.
Fair enough. At least there's inherent stats on it.
Yeah. And again, if he attacks, he can stop Mystic Boost, regardless of whether or not he lives. So, at the minimum, he's either Drive Attack or Fatal Smoke fodder. Which is pretty
Okay. That's a pretty big difference, but all right.
Well, you gotta look at it from the worst case scenario. Moosebell gets one-rounded, or you don't do anything serious with the true damage.
All right. Okay, let's start with the heroes then. Let's go over
Right.
Yuri. I think Yuri is probably... You know, it kind of surprises me about this because I can name a couple, like, assassins in, like, the Fire Emblem universe that have been very, very unique. But by far, Yuri is the most unique one we've ever gotten.
Oh, yeah. If you thought Layla was interesting, she still is. And Yuri is a whole different level of... Whew.
Yeah, I actually can't believe, like... So, the big question for me right away is foul play. That's a perf, right?
Oh yeah, that is non-comparable. It is so much better. It's a very, very significant improvement on swap.
Yes. I don't even understand how you can do this. He already moves one extra space thanks to Honorable Blade, and then he can swap from 3 targets away. So his ability to travel the map is stupendous. I think he can travel faster than anybody possibly. You would have to have a unit in front of him, of course. But he can do like a super retreat or a super advance, you know?
Think about
This
this.
is kind of fun, because in 3 Houses he was the same way. You could move, like, upwards of... Well, Foul Play had, like, what, 5 range? So you could...
Oh, yeah.
If you had his... Even if
Very
you didn't use any, like, boots on him, you could get him, like, 11 spaces in one turn, so...
It's very faithful, but think this way, it doesn't self-isolate, so you can totally just foul play twice and move from top to bottom.
Yep.
Plus your Kanto, plus your extra movement. You can literally, I think even on rival domains, you should be able to go from the top of the map to the bottom of the map in one turn.
Sorry, I just read something really funny. Okay. Ashen Wolves got in before Ignatz. Yep. Yep.
That's sad.
Ignat's literally gonna be the last, is actually now the last student.
I don't really understand how that's fair, but all right. You know what? It's fine. Nobody cared about him anyways,
It's really
right?
sad.
Well,
His voice actor is
he
such a
was
nice guy too. He said like Ignatz and Roderick should get into Fae, or like Roderick should get into Alt or something. But
Parses
Oh, well.
when they see
One day.
and Yuri's
He
weapon.
looks like
Only a
missed you,
joke to
but
you.
That day will not happen anytime soon. Let's put it that way. And by the way, in case you were wondering, Christian Lamont for VA. But Christian Lamont does have other characters, so
He does.
He probably doesn't mind as much then.
he does Elif, so I think he's doing just fine.
Oh, that's right. Oh, of course he is Self. I don't know why I didn't say that.
Yeah, so one day, Ignatz, but until that day, you will be remembered as the character that isn't.
All right. Well, that said, though, attack speed plus 6, very easy to get. So you just have to your opponent's HP be over 50%. And of course, it's a slaying ability. Like, his weapon isn't anything insane until you put the foul play in. Like, it's already really, really good. But once it's the foul play, that's what makes it, like, such a masterful combination.
It's one of those things where the combat, I feel like Mad Crash, it's basically just, there's no serious combat potential outside of slaying. No unique potential anyways, but this is where mobility is king in Fae. Mobility like this is absolutely ridiculous.
Yep.
So even if he doesn't look like an amazing combat unit, that doesn't matter. What matters is that you will not be able to predict where he's going.
Yeah. And, oh my, that's, oh my, guys, you realize how stupid it is to fight this character? It could be really silly. You can find him, like, on the other side of the map in an instance. Like, if you split your enemy team up, he can be on the other side instantly, and you're just like, oh, okay, I guess I'm fighting Yuri now.
Yeah, thankfully
Think about it.
Kanto AI prioritizes moving like backwards, so
Yeah,
that's at least a
great
good
AI.
thing.
Though he still has extra movement, so...
Of course.
Yeah.
But think about it this way. Foul play is essentially like aerobatics kind of skill, but with a swap at the end. Kind of like that. So, same range, but you will have to do one swap to make that work. But then after that, you move 2 more spaces.
Yep.
Good thing he doesn't have any form of Gale Force, I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, it's a good thing he can't.
That would be so cancerous.
But speaking of specials, I think if you give him, like, Ruptured Sky, that'd be so ridiculous. He could possibly just kill you one shot and then back off. Like,
I mean,
really
you could
annoying.
technically do that if you
Well-
attack hard enough.
Yeah, but Ruptured Sky is more consistent.
Yeah, in this meta, I would say Ruptured.
Actually, I think
Also-
Ruptured on him is really good anyways, because he's already C Dual Infantry 4.
Oh yeah, you literally give him a 240 SP slot and then Ruptured, and he's good to go.
Yeah.
He's
So-
not debuffing their attack at all either, so it works just fine.
I think this is probably the best dagger hero overall in the game. Not the hardest hitting one, but the flexibility and combination of everything makes him really good. Now, 45 HP, 55 attack, 45 speed, 28 defense, 31 res. That's solid.
Yeah, so that would overall come to, I don't even want to think about Pathfinder right now. 40 HP, 39, 43 offenses with 26, 29 bulk. Pretty balanced bulk-wise. Attack is on the upper low, like not super high, but it's on the upper end.
Wait,
He
dagger
is
heroes usually don't
ridiculous.
hit very hard anyways.
Well, no,
Yeah, so
but I'm
this
saying
is higher
like,
than Resplendent South space attack, so
Well,
it
yeah.
is quite
I'm just
good.
saying like it's
Right.
not 41 base attack, for example, but it's still high.
Yeah.
But that 43 speed
Quite
is
high.
insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
43 is base speed, 49 off his dagger, probably 53 with Super Boon. Because come on, yeah, he's gonna be fast. If
Mhm.
there's anything else to say.
Okay. The only other thing was, who uses C Dual Infantry possibly better than him? Because the only hero I could think of was Young Innis, and while people said
No,
Soth, I wasn't a really big buyer of that.
Well, Soth is for free to play. He's an amazing option, I think, for C204.
He has you very unique support, which is his biggest draw. Support options. So, I'd personally say Soth is up there, but besides Soth, this is interesting.
Gangrel is an option. I have plus 10 Gangrel, so I'll have to consider it at the very least.
Yeah, I think Gangrel's a solid option. Norn, I mean, why not? Realistically,
I think that's pushing it, but yeah, I can see it.
yeah, I mean, so many people have her at plus 10. It's just a step up.
Kwanya.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't
Kwanya.
do it for Kwanya. I'm her biggest fan. I'm like her biggest fan. I wouldn't even do it.
No, I wouldn't either. It literally is just, I have plus 10 Kronia, I have
Yuri actually
Yuri?
has 177
Bang! Arena
HP.
Kronia.
He uses C duel pretty poorly.
Wait,
but if
you...
foul play is
Oh, that's right. We
500
can already
SP,
calc his
he gets
stats.
185.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, he's
If no
kind of
math
silly
is
grabbing
right,
C-Duel,
assuming.
but
So
I
he
mean,
doesn't even use it. Wow, it's hilariously bad.
I mean, that's just the situation dual units are in. The more the BST goes up, the less useful they are in new units. Of course, though, I think the most obligatory one to mention is Zane, as C-Duel goes. C-Duel for Zane's actually gonna be pretty interesting, considering he kind of loves his HP anyways.
I love Zane too, but why would you run Zane? First of all, plus 10 Zane, that's such a silly thing to even consider. He is
4-star.
But he doesn't even care about the stats, and I don't even know why you would want to run him in like arena and stuff.
Well, you get a colorless mage, which is not that common, and you could use like Benny, for example, as a cheaper, safer option to give him serious defenses. And
you
then,
need a
like,
fast
young
unit somehow
Innis or
too.
something.
Yeah. Which,
guess
by the way,
people
if
are
you said
saying-
young Innis, he would need to see duel to be ran
Well,
there anyway.
yeah, I mean, first thing that came to mind, but going forward, there'll be some pretty solid options you could choose, with like Fury 4 as well.
Some people are
An
also
option.
saying Brave Marianne.
Oh yeah, if we're talking
Yeah,
5-star
she'll be
loss.
If you want, yeah, if you go that far for Brave Marianne, that does make sense.
Yeah. 5-star, I'd probably say Brave Marianne is one of the best choices because Gale Forcing, quote unquote, or in this case just a Gale Force refresh, is really good.
And as a Brave hero, easier to max her out.
Plenty of reruns and guaranteed Hero Fest some point.
Mhm.
Great +10 project. Shinon, of course, is also good. Close counter on a slaying bow. You can't go wrong. His A slot is not as important.
I don't
Yes.
know about Shinon. I don't really think people would make him plus 10. I've seen
Could
people
be if
do
you
it,
do have 'em.
but it's
Yeah.
such an expensive endeavor.
Well, that's just the thing. There's not a lot of competition. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Looking at the colorless pool, it's like Shinon, Marianne. I guess you can do Valoria. Eleonora and Layla, maybe?
No.
And then the rest are actually just not worth it.
Okay, so reasonably, Soth, Young Innis, possibly Norn.
And maybe
Clarice.
Zane, if you have a +10 Zane. That would be the extent I'd go to.
Okay, so this is a very small pool of possible people.
Yeah.
All right, sure.
Yeah. It's niche. It's very niche. But, hey, there's a lot of young Guinness out there, and if I could get it, I would.
Guys,
I
the
would love
problem
that
using
product.
Setsuna, even with her refine, which is not bad at all, she's like a specialist. She fights range units. And if you don't fight range units, she's going to be really underperforming.
And she kind of
Her
needs all the
attack is
stats.
just terrible. She's
She
not
needs
going to be doing
all-
much damage.
No.
Yeah.
She needs all the stats she can get. Like, I would even say that Virion is a little more justifiable as a panic bot, because it's Sun
fair
Panic.
enough.
I think that'll be funny if I see Virion in Arena.
Yeah,
gonna be some.
plus 10 variant. You see him at tier 21 arena, you're like, whoa, okay.
Okay, this is a Seedle
Annoying
for
in some
Virion.
way. Yeah.
I guess I'm panicked now.
Time to panic.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You're gonna see like passion builds mostly running Seedle. To say nothing of healers, just saying.
Fair enough. All right. Finally, onto Constance. And this one I've been looking forward to as well. I think a lot of people have been looking forward to her. She stands out.
Oh yeah, very unique.
And she's in a good category. Red flying mages. There are good ones, of course, like Byleth and Noe, but there aren't that many. So she's in a relatively small category. So she's going to stand out very easily. Yep.
Yeah, let me put it this way: the only main pool ones are Drift Camilla, who's now in the 4-star special rate. That's it.
Yeah, there's
The
very
rest
little
are all-
competition.
The rest are all either seasonal, mythic / legendary, or Aversa. So yeah,
Yeah.
no competition.
With that said, though, Agnia's arrow is really interesting. Speed +3, attack speed +6, and then half an alpha up. So, she can run wind sweep really nice. Denial of prevention of units follow-up attacks. Of course, the weird thing is, neutralize foes bonuses during odd number turns. Neutralize units penalties to attack speed on even number turns. So it's speed res on odd, on opponent, and an attack speed for yourself on even number turns. Weird.
Yeah, it's
Force
meant to
Petty.
reference her personal skill in Three Houses.
Oh yeah, her it's basically like Forsetti with an identity crisis. Can't decide whether it wants to be neutralizing penalties or buffs.
Yeah.
That's one way to put it. Yeah.
Aside from the rest of the kit, it's pretty clear cut. Harsh Command Plus, attack speed push 4, AS Far Trace 3, speed res range 3. Guess AS Far Trace is here. Now, my question was like, who would actually really want to use that? Because she doesn't, Constance doesn't even want to get hit. Obviously, everyone can use it because it at least has a speed portion, and attack always helps. But
I think the first
Definitely
thing
not healers because they don't even want to get attacked.
right.
unless you're a tank healer, I guess.
I guess
Well,
Spring
you-
Bruno.
If you're not already running dazzling or something. But I don't know.
Let's see. I mean,
Um,
first things first. This is the first instance of a Far Trace in the main pool.
Oh, someone said Brave Claw. That's actually a pretty good point.
Brave Claw could
Oh.
actually use it really well because he doesn't really have a lot of good B
My
slots.
favorite B slot for Brave Claude still is still guard, and now it's really cheap.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go premium, and not to mention with things like Ruse running around, being able to Kanto out after healing might be good for retreats. Who would use it?
So that's why I brought it up, because couldn't really think of anyone who's particularly good with it. I guess Claude's the one who makes the most sense, but Claude's kind of funny in that respect, because as long as he survives, he doesn't really care. Because as long as he's getting off specials, he's good.
Well, yeah, but extra speed
That
is extra
attack-
speed.
Yeah, the
and
attack and speed help him survive. It's
Yeah,
nice to get those
less combat,
guaranteed
the better.
debuffs. Yeah.
Wow, there are really not that many options.
Okay, well, you could get back to me on that. The other thing I wanted to
But,
say
like-
was she's super good fodder. Attack speed push 4 plus either her B or C slot, or even Harsh Command. You can take a lot off her.
Yeah, you can literally choose any two skills with push being one of them, or Harsh Command Plus. It's fantastic fodder.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, that she'll be fodder a lot. I'll put it that way. But for what is up to discretion. Especially since I can really like the best I can come up with is like pledging Katarina for Far Trace. So good luck with that.
Fair enough. But yeah, I'm glad she's in the game. She is a good unit, but I feel like she's in the same category as Ashe, Summer Ashe, who's a solid unit. Not gonna see a lot of.
Well, more from the respect that the Wind Sweep build is very prominent, and as a main pool unit, which is very important to emphasize here, she's main pool.
I know
she'll be
people
more
say that,
prominent.
but like, I mean, we said that about Benny, for example, and I still don't have a Benny. So
Well, see,
Neither do I.
ironically, it's harder to get Benny on his debut banner than Constance, because rates, man.
right, but if we're just arguing the main banner, there's no difference between special banners and normal banners then, you know?
Yeah, well, besides Spark. Sparks are very
Oh,
big.
well, okay, sure. But my entire point was just like, yeah, it's nice she's on a normal banner, but doesn't like increase her chances that much.
It'll be a little bit, but... And especially from the respect that, unlike Beetle Cav 4, which anybody with a Reinhardt would want, this kit is not as straightforward. Like, yes, I know who I'm gonna fodder it to, especially since that trace is niche.
Because
So
the way I
I
see
guess
it, if someone wanted a flying red mage at +10, they already had many opportunities at Summer Byleth, who
Yep.
I still think is a better unit.
Blame that on the slaying effect, even if the condition is worse.
And of course, score is higher as well, so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, between scoring, slaying, and full null follow-up as opposed to partial. Constance may be better in some fights, but Byleth has a better general approach to
Yeah.
meta.
Oh, wow, Tarantula was really right. Female Grima is a good choice.
No, she isn't, because how are you supposed to give that to Griva?
That's right, because it's Far Trace.
Yeah, that's the whole issue. Near Trace would have a lot of options. Far Trace is none. Like,
Yeah.
there's so few. I could see people using it, but it's mostly going to be the Kanto part, rather than the stats.
Yeah. All right.
Which is alright.
Anyways, I think she's an interesting unit. We'll see if people use her. Obviously, I'm cheering for her. I like her. But yeah, when it comes to, +10 red mages, it's still all about Summer Byleth, in my eyes,
Yep.
anyways.
So many +10s on Byleths that even though Constance is a really, really good unit, I I expect to see some more of her, but not a ton of
3
her.
Hours got 3 banners this year. while
Flaming
Games
Scion,
Classification
yes.
and Binding Blades
Yes.
are going to get just one. In all seriousness, I like this banner just disappointed in Balchus being an X. Also, hi.
Hi. Thank you, Flame Scion. Yes, I was bringing that out. In the past 6 months, we got how many 3 Houses banners? That's why I was really surprised to see Ashen Wolves here. I felt like this was way too early. If we're talking... By the way, in the past year, people have already been telling me they felt burnt out about 3 Houses. So...
Oh,
It's just
at least
more
we will
now.
see this time instead
It's
of the
even
main
more.
stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I still like the characters, but it's just I was getting hyped up for Awakening, which we haven't had since the Mirabilis and More banner, which feels like an age ago now.
I
Right.
guess they didn't want to do another Mirabilis, another mythic banner with, or I guess quote-unquote mythic banner with Awakening. So they went to 3 Houses instead.
I know, but if you're releasing over a dozen characters for 3 Houses in the past 6 months, I don't know what you're doing anymore. It's too many.
Setting up for time skip, most likely.
They're
Because
really
they-
rushing along then.
Well, yeah, because they have twice the cast at that point,
Right.
basically.
Alright,
Which
well,
I-
here's Happy, and I think she stands out. A dual effective tome against dragons and beasts, sling ability, very nice, as well as attack res +6. But the kicker is, she gets a special cooldown count, -1 count, automatically. So it's like Times Pulse on
Yep.
a Cav.
Playing Times Pulse Cavalier with Elliewood effectiveness.
Yes. This is really
Pretty
nice.
good.
If you give her Ruptured Sky, she's like a perfect dragon and beast killer.
She's built
Yeah.
to be a one-shotter, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's absolutely built for that, and her stats are very indicative of it.
Where she actually can.
I feel a bit bad
She's
for
rarer
Brayden
these
since
days.
as soon as he got a refine is released a ranged cat of the same
I would not
color
say that
with the
she's
same
better than Elliewood, by the
effectivenesses
way.
and built-in
No.
special acceleration and times pulse in
Let me
the
make
weapon.
that abundantly clear. This meta is not built in a situation where a unit like this can just as easily thrive. Spamming 2 cooldown specials
Wait,
is
this
not going to
strictly
be the
better than
most
legendary Marina's tone.
simple
That is hilarious.
effect.
Well, Luna's supposed to be AoE spamming, so it's a bit different.
Yeah. And not to mention Lilina's has Hardy Bearing built in, which is important for a lot of
The funny thing is,
situations.
Hardy Bearing's more about like ether rays. That's where it really, really makes a huge difference. But yeah, I can see where this is going. I'm happy about Happy. I'm happy about Happy. I'm happy that Happy has a definite role to play though. It's just a bit expensive to get her Ruptured Sky, but once you do, attack res catch 4, AR far trace 3 makes her excellent. It does make me very sad for some of Mercedes, who feels like a very similar unit with a shittier tome, shittier A slot, shittier in general because
Also,
of the stat difference too.
Arete.
Just worse.
Arete is also found dead in the ditch.
She was already dying in the ditch. Now she's
There's only one
completely dead.
person that I know of who cares about Rhett, and he's absolutely crazy. Sorry,
Well,
Sigma Sensei.
Gotta be that way. But yeah, no. She's pretty interesting though. I will say this. She may not be the most easy Edelgard counter, but if you do run Ruptured Sky, I could see her,
Doing it, yeah.
especially if the wall is down, Edelgard's dead.
Yep.
If the wall is still up, it will be close.
Yep.
But
But as long as you have somebody like a healer, just anyone who doesn't get counter attacked, break that wall down, 40% damage reduction, and then Happy can take care of the rest. So I think it's fair enough. How hard did she hit? Attack res plus 6? From 56 to 63, plus 7, plus 3, and then plus 2 possibly.
So we're looking at 62, 69, potentially 71, 74 effective attack.
Yep.
Not bad.
Yep. So with 1.5, hitting res, which is Edelgard's weaker stat, you could do it if wall's down.
Yeah, if wall is up, actually kind of want to look into that a little bit. Here, let's say that catch is fully up, not with a
Okay.
res penalty though. So that would be
Sure.
up to 69, nice attack. That would be 103 in effect.
Yep.
Against Edelgard's, then 36 res. Oh well, we gotta take off 6 because
Yeah.
stupid Edelgard. So we're looking at 94 minus 36, so that'd be 58 natural damage.
Which is way higher than her 40-something HP, so she
30
does do it.
34 damage before the special. On Armored Wall, by the way.
Okay.
So, yeah. Then from there, we can, of course, add in the Ruptured, which is 40% of Edelgard's attack.
And that's
that will
definitely...
probably... Yeah, that should reasonably kill without Mythic Blessings.
Okay. So we have another Fallen Ador counter if you give her Ruptured. If it's without
even
Ruptured, it's a
Moonbow.
bit more questionable. I think,
Even
yeah.
with Moonbow, you could kind of do it.
Yeah, I think Moonbow is also possible as well. Either way, the entire point is Happy is actually really good for the current meta. Which is funny because it's mostly about one unit, but that one unit is the meta. Practically the meta, so it doesn't matter.
She will have some struggles because she has no way of doing follow-up. So, somebody like Reinhardt's Brave Double, for example, or Selena with her Windsweep
Completely
Double.
reliant on her one hit. And
Yeah.
I mean, she can technically double, but she'd have to be against the rare instance nowadays of a slow unit who doesn't have a wearing effect. So, yeah.
So,
I know, but cue the bad arguments, aka give her Bride-Catcher and everything's fine. I hate people who do that. They're like, this unit works if you put Bride-Catcher in. Okay, which unit doesn't work when you put Bride-Catcher in?
Well, I will say she does work well at Pent.
Yes, that's true.
Because
You
that
could-
would
you could
allow you
give
to
her-
recharge Luna on
Yeah.
first turn. And that could actually be devastating.
Or,
to take.
I guess technically you could... Well, Luna against, like, Fallen Edelgard, that'd be good, but Draconic Aura could stack up pretty well.
Draconic Aura is great and all, but especially from a defense perspective, you want to be able to kill tanks. And
Oh, yeah,
Luna
well, if
does
you're using
go
an
with
AR
flying
defense,
colors.
absolutely. Yeah,
Which
She has a pretty similar stat spread to Legendary Lilina, so I think you could do like a double life and death build with her and then give her an...
you could technically do an actual AoE on her. If you run, I guess at that point it would be Pent with Quick Impulse. You could actually do AoE build on Happy herself.
This is
Because
some
her
real
times pulse
madness.
effect- Well, her times pulse effect in her weapon is the same as studied for Blaze. So.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
She shouldn't
but-
have issues killing the first hero. That's what I definitely believe in.
Not realistically, she'll have a better chance, in my opinion, than Selena. From the respect of, like, if the unit... I don't know where I'm going with that, actually.
I think
But no.
Lilina's fine as well.
Oh no, Lilina's totally fine, though.
All right, with that said, at least when it comes to hard-hitting single shot blue heroes, there wasn't a lot of competition. It would basically be, hey, that Ursula,
Ophelia.
did you have enough penalties? Wait, who?
Ophelia?
Oh yeah, oh wow.
The trademark, getting ready to get refined, one-shot Blue Mage.
Okay, fine. The entire
Yeah.
point is like, it's a small space, and she's there.
Yeah. She may not be the most meta impactful, but I can definitely say that she's not a unit to overlook. Especially since at 26 speed, you can just, you know, say screw it and use Windsweep. Because you're not going to double anybody anyway, so you might as well catch off armors like Edelgard.
Super slow
For saying.
armors. Okay. Or
Why
you could-
not?
All right. Well, that said, finally, Muspel. We already went over his kit. We already talked about him as a whole. But I'm just gonna say, did he match your expectations?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty
Really?
much.
Wow.
I expect him to be a total foil to Niffle being a slow, tanky dragon with a different smoke, most likely, and then damage amplification. In one way or another. I didn't expect him to get kind of like a pseudo glimmer, or a, I guess it would be like, an extra blade
AoE
effect.
style damage.
Nah, it'd be more like Astra Blade. I didn't expect
Yeah, like
that.
Astral Blade kind of.
I didn't expect that, but the rest here, I think, is about what I would have thought.
Wow, I'm surprised. For me, I thought, I believed in him being bulky, but I didn't really. It doesn't feel special to me. I think Domain of Flame is the most important thing here. We already knew about his breath, so maybe that's still quite important. But the Domain of Flame thing, how we use that to its full abilities, is what it's about for me. I don't know about that though.
I don't know. I think it has some serious potential, and I think it's definitely something that should not be overlooked going forward. He may not seem on paper as powerful as Niffle. I mean, being able to stop a potential kill, or being able to just straight up prevent a team from countering Alakemph is huge. But I think that the power potentially one-shotting units that you would not be able to otherwise, or being able to inflict Fatal Smoke, regardless of whether or not you survive, are two very powerful tools.
It depends on how the enemy heroes use it, and I do want people to keep in mind, Fatal Smoke, Deep Wounds, it might have no effect on the enemy team. For me, for example, I don't run healers. I don't even run healing specials, outside my Zane, I guess. But like, generally speaking, it would make very little difference to me. But again, I get it. From like your respect, if you say you use Vector or something, that's huge. But it depends on the teams involved.
Yeah, I mean, I guess technically it's also the same with Flash, because a lot of people run Null C sweepers, like Null C Micaiah or Winter Altina. You might not have anything to deal with Flash status. You might have ways against Flash status anyways. So
my way of dealing with my way of using Fatal Smoke would be basically just to help deal with flames, because many people use flame in my replays, so
yeah,
applying Fatal Smoke means she can't heal up her allies on the following turn, unless she has Restore, which most people don't.
Yeah, so Flame would still have some pretty serious potential to get stopped.
I just want to point out, my win team has both Legendary Sigurd and Harmonic Leaf, so I already have double Deep Wounds being dropped down.
The one thing is that they both die to Brave Hector, in my case, before they get the chance to inflict that status. So yeah, I have to lose the healing for those two combats, but I still get it for the rest. Whereas Moosebell would not allow that.
You think Muspel can survive Vector?
Doesn't matter if
he doesn't have to. He has to hit once.
Unlike actual Fatal Smoke, this is post-mortem if he dies. So.
Okay, because I'm going to say a lot of times it doesn't matter. Like for me, Fatal Smoke gets off, Vector's still a monster.
Well, yeah, no, Vector is still insane, as well as most super tanks. And I guess Fallen Ale Guard as well would also fall into this. Screwed by not having...
Did it cut off again? What the fuck? I give up. Alright, well, it's a good thing we're almost done anyways.
Oh.
Alright. Whatever, we're almost done anyways.
Love you, Discord.
Let's just summarize it. I think both this is possibly the most impactful unit. Yeah, and if he's 185 and he's already demoted, wow. Suddenly scoring is a lot more feasible and reasonable for a lot of players.
Yep.
Still gonna be hard, because we said about Benny, and I still don't have a Benny, so.
Hey, on the bright side, and I don't know if we mentioned this, but at least everybody gets one free copy about this to start.
Wait.
Yeah, it's free 5-star. Unlike Benny.
Thankfully, I don't have to wait a month to get him, like I do with Benny.
Yeah, everybody
doing
gets
it like
login, login bonus, Balthus, 5-star.
Oh, wow. That was an announcement? For real?
Yeah,
that was part of the,
oh my god.
Yeah.
Just to celebrate the Ashen Wolves.
So got one step forward. That's actually really nice.
And
you
the free hero again?
The DLC.
Huh?
Who's the free hero again?
The GHB is going to be Elfric, Simp Lord.
Yep. Simp for your dead mom.
You can find, you may remember him from the Gatekeeper animation.
Ah.
Yes. He was one of the tome users.
Yeah, so he's going to be a fire mage.
That's
that
like
says
a slow red mage.
Yeah.
Wait,
He's going to be a slow mixed tank red mage.
Most likely kind of Solon style stat spread.
Yeah.
Maybe with more defense.
Wait, is he going to have another debuff tome?
We don't know anything. He doesn't have his own signature tome in-game, so either he's going to have an inheritable one, or he'll make one up.
Okay, well, they better, because there's already a bunch of slow red mages who are evil villains with very good tomes.
This might not mean much, but like units like Veld and Solon both have like Flux as their base tomes, they're like the dark mage tomes, and it seems like Elfric has the fire tome, so he might not be like those gimmicky mages, maybe, but he probably will be.
But you want to be a gimmicky mage.
I would love it if he were, but I don't think he will be. However, it's a matter of what tome he gets, because looking at our options here, there's Serpent Tome, which is on Miranda. There's Rabbit Tome. They're not doing another Rabbit Tome in a row, please.
Another Lion Tome in a row.
Double lion.
And I don't want to put this out there and get too hopeful. They could technically have the first Blooms Tome. which would be attack res -5 on foe.
Okay, well that's his only option, because if he doesn't have that, he's literally useless.
But if he does have that, and actually has good defense, he's actually a pretty good project himself.
No, he's
It'll-
literally foddered after that point. It's so bad.
I think his stats will actually play a big part in this because red mages, if he had like a Gen 6 style mage stat spread with really good defenses, like that's actually not too bad for a red mage. It's not
It'd be
common.
basically like Sonya with updated BST at that point, which would be interesting.
Okay, well, I hope him the best. Anyways, that's our new banner. Let's check out the poll. I want to see who's going to pull. All right, guys, if you have not voted yet, here it is. Oh, wait, that's my... like, final chance to do the poll. Here it is. All right, for me. Oh. I was planning to take today off, and now I'm streaming. The right screen.
Right. Hello?
Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
How much were you not able to hear?
I didn't know you guys were talking.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Alright, guys. Will you pull on the new FE3 Houses Mustable banner? Yes, I'm gonna pull. No, I'm saving my orbs. I'm gonna go for Yuri, Constance, Hot Happy, Mustable, what's Faye? And then giving your time and money by sacrificing Faye and embracing the decadence for Demon King Kama.
I see.
The demon version of her? Okay. Alright, let's see your responses. 55 responses. Voting. And biggest portion is 36.4% saying they're saving their orbs. 18.2% going for Yuri. One person going for... Really? I thought she had more fans than that.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
She has some, but I guess maybe people are just pulling for
Not
all
here.
of them instead, just her.
Sample size.
9.1%
that
going for
too.
Happy. 5.5% going for Mustable. 1 person doesn't know what Faye is.
Of course.
And then a lot of people voted for Kama for some reason. And then, of course, 18.2% are going for everybody. So this banner pull rate isn't the worst. It actually is about 2/3. So it's fair enough. I don't know. Actually, it's about... Okay, never mind. It's just over half.
Yeah. Still not bad, though. Yeah. No, I'll personally... I actually have no idea. I'm gonna wait until I see stats on Wait.
We already have the stats.
I was gonna say see the stats on Balthus, but what does that even matter?
Oh, yeah. It's just both. Yeah, that's true, because he's free.
Yeah. I mean, I still want to see those stats because I need to know if I'm committing to him as a project, but I probably will, and it's just because I want Moosebell, if I'm being honest. But that...
Okay, he cut off. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. There you go. That's our look at the banner, I guess.
Heya, I'm late today. How can Constance be fast if she is the slowest female unit tied with Flame and Annette? Anyways, her
didn't say she's
HS
fast.
Spark Trace will be nice for a reading. I guess I'll snipe for Red and then Spark for Yuri. Yuri is cool and awesome and looks fun to use.
Linhart asked Summoner some hero feathers to make a pillow. I would not give him even 1 feather. Alright, I keep disconnecting today. There's something wrong with my internet.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to fix it.
Is it raining where you are as well, Nim?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah, I was
Did
wondering.
Baltus have a
Yeah.
legendary weapon?
It was raining
That
here
would
yesterday,
already
so I
make
wouldn't
him
be
more
surprised if it just kept
promising
going
than
north.
other free demotes.
Yep, it was raining here pretty recently as well.
Balthus is not using a legendary weapon, he has the instant axe, which, for those who forget, is attack defense +4 and initiation, and foe cannot make a follow.
How far are you in Guildfest? I need to spend more time in it. Alright guys, need to get through TT. I was planning to take today off and work on my router because I haven't set it up for haven't set up all the connections properly yet. So the performance is pretty poor, but I have a direct connection to my router, so it shouldn't affect my PC, but yeah. Alright.
Wish I could say I could think of any other options off the top of my head. I can't. Yeah, I don't know. I will say though, depending on what Alfred's tome is, it might get changed in the Gatekeeper animation going forward, so that would be interesting to see.
Oh, huh. But the Gatekeeper animation had default like basic weapons for all the characters, even ones that were already in the game.
No,
Wait,
it does not.
It didn't? Wait,
It has the
I was
weapons-
mistaken?
It has the weapons that those characters have.
Is something
Really?
afoot?
So, yeah.
The weapon
Okay, I must-
at least.
Most likely it'll update the sprite sheet for Gatekeeper.
So it had like Shamir's and Catherine's weapons?
Yep.
Of
Yeah, it'll
course.
most likely update the characters that have generic weapons as applicable.
You love the demonic voices? Too bad.
Let me guess, audio glitch on Fayside?
And I don't know why. It sometimes happens and sometimes doesn't happen, and I cannot fix it until I'm actually start the stream, which never made sense to me. Yeah, no, I'm serious. I can't do anything about it until the stream starts.
I am prepared.
What? Man, these technical difficulties are something else.
They are.
Away we go.
I serve His Highness.
Of course.
Alright, I gotta do, Ether Raids. Already won my first battle. Last week I stayed in tier 31. I've been staying in a lot more because I've only been losing like 2 battles defensively.
My defense still loses like 3 or 4, but I have enough with loss reduction that it usually doesn't matter. But I managed tier 38 last week. Closer than I wanted it to be, but my offense was perfect.
Wait, I mean
just-
tier
I wish I
39.
could
Whoopsies.
lose.
Not tier 31.
Oh, well, at least you did maintain vaults.
Alright.
I'm
Huh?
a little
Wait,
bit
what?
better.
Isn't tier 39 the highest level?
Yeah.
Yeah, but as long as you make 38, you make vault, so...
Wait, no, I maintained tier 39.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying you also maintain vault, which
Oh.
maintaining tier 31 is the same thing.
Oh, is it? I have no idea.
Yeah.
Is something afoot?
I don't know what the lower levels look like anymore. I'm so used to the higher levels.
I've
Alright.
fallen out of vault a couple times, and it's usually because I get curb stomped in my offense.
Wow. I've only ever fallen out one time, and it was such a surprise to me.
Of course.
It was
Welcome back
mostly,
after
it's
this
usually
one with the top 4
because
highest voted
of Brave
characters
Hector
from
not
so
having the
far,
support
and
yet.
they're all from TM as well.
What? Oh, TMS is dead. I'm not sure if you've ever,
course.
if you've realized that. Shit, I'm asking Luigi.
Yeah, poor TMS.
I think they realized sales were just not going to do well with TMS.
Well, it's also the fact that it's not entirely IS's
Of course.
TMS.
I don't think it's about sales. Really, guys, if you think about it, Fire Emblem Warriors, I know it doesn't have very many characters, but like that's definitely a legitimate zone of like interest. Didn't
By the
Warriors
way-
do pretty well?
Away we go.
Warriors did pretty well, though it
pretty
has
well, but-
3 characters. It doesn't even have enough for a full banner.
Of course.
Sure,
Sorry.
but the entire point was just like they could do it.
Is
They
something
could.
afoot?
It would be a little weird, but I mean, I guess if they wanted to cheat, they could do all of Warriors and then do the rest of the main cast from Tokyo Mirage. Since that actually would be a banner.
Right. RIP Yuri's chances to win seem him sad.
No, that's probably for the best, guys. I'm serious here. Are you guys sick of 3 houses characters dominating Choose Your Legends? We've had how many winners now? In the past 2, we had 6 winners from 3 houses. Are you not sick of this yet?
They're popular, but I don't know. I mean, realistically, we are still only a part of the community, and a lot of the community just loves what's hot.
I
Yeah.
think,
Or
I
what they know.
personally think most people have had enough because the burnout definitely seems legit.
Yeah.
Speaking
I mean,
of
we'll
enough
have to
three
see.
houses, what is it? Seeds,
Goblin.
whatever.
Seeds
yeah,
of
the
Goblin
Seeds
one.
Goblin,
In the way
banner
of
got
Goblin
chosen
Tribunal.
for the revival.
So to do Marianne, Linhart, I guess, and Ingrid are coming back.
I need Brave Azura. Yes, I voted for Azura way back when. Obviously for the last one, I voted all Marth chat, but in the past I've always given her a vote, or at least one vote, because I like Azura. But yeah, I'm kind of sick of it. Oh, well.
By the way, that whole top 10 statistic is technically, if I'm not mistaken, wrong, because Boyd is also in the top 10.
Wait, what?
If we include the characters that have an alt as their only inclusion in Fae, then Boyd is actually top 10. So,
Wait, people actually want Boyd in. What do you guys
Hey,
see
it's
in
the full
Boyd?
list,
in fact, I believe Boyd makes top 5 because it should be Tiki, Udaloid, Tiki, specifically Maiko, Toma, Yashiro, and then Boyd.
What the hell do people see in Boyd? I have no idea.
I like Boyd.
The fact that he should have probably been in the game already.
Yeah, he's a fairly popular Tellius character who appears in
Are
most
you
games
sure?
in the game. He's fairly popular from what I could tell, at least among people who've played Tellius or who know about her.
I played Tellius, was just like, how dare this ugly fuck marry my sister?
Well, that's you're one person among many.
Well, that's all the explanation one needs. You're marrying Mist.
I was so upset. I was like, this isn't where I thought I was going. I thought she was just pitying him.
Ouch.
Ugh.
Yeah.
We've already got Oscar Rolfin, so
Yeah, that's another point, but I don't know. I think I kind of thought that Volk wouldn't be first, if anything, but nope.
I'm getting tired.
well, I'm glad Volk will probably be pretty good when it does come to that. So that's a good.
Volk got how many?
If I have to. Good
4.
morning.
Volk got 64 less votes than Boyd, so 3 places down, which is still not bad.
I want them to take their time on Vogue. As much as we're excited about Yuri right now, chat, Vogue is the true god that's upcoming.
I remember my
Yeah,
days
Volk
when I
is
was
not a unit to take lightly.
I'm getting tired.
You know, to pay him 300 gold for every time you say his name.
We're gonna have another Farina situation.
Vogue is
But-
like one of the rare characters that like actually instills, like when you think of a mercenary in Fire Emblem, Vogue is among one of the first ones I think about. Not Ike. By the way, Ike is a shitty mercenary. I don't know if people realize that. He's a
He
horrible
certainly
mercenary.
he doesn't prioritize money above all else. That's
Yeah,
what he
I think you should be prioritizing money. You know, if you're a merc.
My dream.
And yet some people will just kill him off for lethality love.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt people will just do a lot of just kill him off a lot, but
I'm a monster.
I really hope they do. I believe Focus will be done right.
Surprising. I'm getting tired. This'll be nice.
Hey, Infrared. Oh wow, that actually killed. Brave Layla for the memes. I think we had enough memes with Gatekeeper winning. I really hope that's not going to be a thing going forward. By the way, I think they did Gatekeeper very well, but you guys know what I mean.
Sure, let's try it.
Gatekeeper's awesome and all,
Good
but
morning.
I hope that was the one time this community does that. Otherwise, it just feels like a lot of... Not that I think Gatekeeper's undeserving. As the first person to ever do this, absolutely deserving. But if it becomes like our 5th random character to win, right? That'd be a bit much for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that.
Right, like it's 2024 and finally Brigand Boss has won. You're like, what the fuck?
I'd rather just see Brigand Boss in the game. Period.
Right.
I mean, it's not
Even
like
has
they
a-
have a choice at this point. There's so few characters left.
Yeah, I mean, even as a listed age in Echoes, he's kind of funny.
Yeah, it goes a little over thorough. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know things.
Yeah, they gave Brig and Boss an age, but not for Coop and Fernand. 'Cause, I mean, technically the age system went unused, but still, it's like,
But now we know.
now we know.
But yeah, I don't know.
Ike just banks on locals give them free food and a place to stay. Listen, if you're a mercenary and you're putting your life on the line, you better be getting paid. And paid lots of money.
And chicken nugget.
Keeps working pro bono. It's just like, you might never reclaim your kingdom, and I'm risking the lives of everybody in my company. Sign me up! Fuck this guy.
Sure, let's try it.
Ugh.
That's what being like a 17-year-old mercenary does to you.
I know. Guys, to be honest, if you ask me like what Grail's thinking about it, oh no, Grail is rolling in his grave. Dude was whatever. It's just kind of upsetting. Like I played through the Tully series. I loved it. I enjoyed it. But the one thing that always got to me was just like, Ike is a horrible mercenary captain.
Yeah.
I do at least prefer the gimmick of like being a group of mercenaries instead of
Brig and
like
Boss.
just a group of like
I'm still
random
waiting
people
on the
like
Charlie
gathered
Pete.
from nowhere.
No, I get that, but the thing is, it didn't feel authentic being a group of mercenaries, right? Because he essentially did the same thing as everybody else, right? When Ike is going to reclaim his kingdom, right? He's like, he went off his own, he gathered people around, da-da-da, right? So how is it as a mercenary company, we're not doing anything different than Ike did, you know? Sorry, than Marth did.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, how are we any different from any other lord at that point?
Yeah,
The
he
Fire
just,
Emblem formula.
he essentially is another lord going through the same journey, but they called him, instead of being a lord, he isn't. And he, instead of like having a kingdom's army, he's a mercenary. But nothing else really changed. They just kind of just changed like what he's supposed to be, but they didn't really act on it. That's what bothered me about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a Fire Emblem at its core.
Yep.
And especially where it's an earlier Fire Emblem, you gotta keep some of the mechanics stable.
Mm-hmm.
But even still, it definitely feels like a lord's journey in mercenary clothing.
Yep.
Which is, I guess, this same thing as Three Houses.
Yeah. Yeah.
But even still, Volk is probably one of the biggest, like, this is about as close as we get to what it actually would be like to have a mercenary in a mercenary group.
Although Volk's gimmick is actually kind of funny that he'll, like in Radiant Dawn, he joins you for just like a few thousand gold, but when someone asks you a personal question, he's like 50,000 gold. To join you, it's like 3,000. But like ask him something about why he's doing something, and he'll like charge you an insane amount.
Yeah, that's that's how it should be.
I like it. It's funny. But,
Here's the treat.
Because Volk has it right. Like, he's good at his job, and he just does his job very well. He's basically... That's the thing about him. He doesn't feel human. You know what I mean? He grimly does his work,
cool.
then he silently stays in the shadows until he's ready to be used again. That's why I think he's, like, someone I'm really looking forward to. Because he's... If you ask me what a mercenary should be, Volk's definitely one of those guys.
I'm getting
Yep.
tired. I'm a monster.
I guess you could say the same thing for that Farina over there, huh?
Okay,
In a
Marina's a bit
sense,
different.
although-
She's doing this for her
She's more
sisters
just-
or some shit, right? So,
That's
Yeah.
her excuse.
oh man. But I want to be clear, guys. When I finally do my Fire Emblem playthroughs, I'm gonna recruit Farina, of course. But the funny thing is, I'm also gonna marry Farina, so I'm gonna get that money back.
Hector's gonna be pretty rich.
See, you're playing the long con on
I'm
this.
playing the
investment.
long con.
You get it returned with interest.
Yeah. Oh, you
Love
thought
interest.
you were just here for the battles and getting paid. No, you're mine forever now.
No, you thought you'd be here for the battle, but you're staying for the war.
Yeah, exactly. That actually like cracks me up that you can do that. But yeah.
Best part.
Book literally asked for gold to have dinner with the rest of the group so that Miss wouldn't worry about him.
Yeah. He has a human side too, he just doesn't show it. He very, very rarely shows it.
And you guys do know the reason why, right? Volk has probably had shit tons of friends died in war. That's why it's serious for him. That's why he doesn't want to be a part of everything. It's a job. And that's how he should treat it. But like, that's why I'm really excited about him, because he's gonna be one of the most like accurate characters to his class.
I want him to be a premium unit, like to introduce something unique.
Oh, he's gonna be premium.
Which I'm pretty sure
Zero chance that Volk is not gonna be a 5-star lock.
I'll be so insulted if they just release him like, oh hey, here's Volk. He's a 3- and 4-star demote.
He is the rogue dagger.
He's a 3- and 4-star demote with I don't know, rogue dagger.
Yeah, exactly. Rogue dagger and like attack smoke and I don't know.
Yo, why would you do that to him? That literally is the same thing.
That would be so depressing if they ever did that.
Yeah. No, I think that there are things that they have more class on when it comes to treating certain characters right.
Ooh, a true mercenary Shamir. I actually didn't get that feeling from Shamir. She seemed a lot more friendly and open than she let on, you know?
She's kind of like that. She's not quite as like closed off as Volk, but she does have that kind of mercenary attitude. Yeah.
This'll be nice.
She's like Volk, not taken to
extremes.
I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This'll be nice.
Yeah, exactly.
But she's not. She doesn't really talk about money much. Though. She just kind of talks about doing the work, and, fulfilling her duties. So.
Unless I'm mistaken, though.
Oh, but yeah, you guys are right.
Does not have a mechanic to him, though, does he?
Yeah, they did kind of fuck up Har. That's unfortunate. But yeah, Har's not entirely the same. It is still immensely disappointing because I'm also a big Har fan.
Well, on the bright side for Har, at least he is getting closer to his refine now.
Closer, but
on the horizon.
His stat spread is so similar to Jerome's, though. I mean,
and Jerome...
Well, but he does have a Brave Axe, though.
But the thing is, he's going to have to beat Shursh then, which is hard.
That's not that hard, considering that Cherish is a year 1 refine, and Har is going to be 2022.
I know, but it's also, like, it has to be a notable difference, is what I'm saying. Because you
Cherish
got a
is
free
literally
play.
Brave Axe with Panic Ploy. Literally anything stat-wise, and he has already put himself over Cherish.
No. I know. But he takes
Were
Grails.
you saying like a notable difference, like something that really makes him stand out?
Yeah, because he takes Grails. That's the reason why I'm worried.
It could be Rule Phase, for example.
Because if somebody already wanted, for example, a Flying Wyvern with high attack and doubles, they probably already did that with Shursh. So he actually has to stand out.
Yeah. I mean, there also are a good number of people who just plus 10 Har anyways, out of Defiance. So there is that.
Well, I would have been one of those people. I mean, I love Har. He's one of my favorite male characters in Fire Emblem.
I did use him for a while. I love his art and his voice acting in this, so I did use him, and I still do. But
yeah, Har's
I
great.
just have copies.
Jacob Burrell, Brad, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce his name, but he did Kanagas, Har, and Rodrigan 3 Houses. I mean, he seems to be moving up in Fire Emblem. I like his voice a lot.
Dude's great. So, no, I think Har was done right in everything except for his inception as a demote.
All right, Glitch Fox, we've had this talk, man. You can't be... Listen, dude, you can't be talking to yourself like this. Look, especially with stuff like this, communication is a make or break. Also, if not, just leave. Standards, intense, triangles. No one unit is infallible. That is why you have allies. Dude, you're just... This is a really hard environment for other people to talk in, and you're just gonna talk to yourself the entire time. I know you're rambling. Please look after it, or we're really going to have to ban you. Like, it really makes it an awkward environment to be in, dude.
Yeah.
I felt comfortable enough to do it. Okay. I'm glad you're comfortable to do that, but at the same time, like, look, I want you to be comfortable enough to talk about things, but when you talk about things, it's with the intention of talking to others about it. If you're talking to yourself, it's a very different matter entirely. There's a difference between open talk channels and, you know, talking to yourself. That's not exactly the intention of like an open chat.
Yep. Nope. We are not there at the moment. We'll be back.
Listen, okay, sorry, real quick. I'll just say this and we'll put it into it. Look, I understand talking to yourself. I do it sometimes too. But the degree you're doing too is absolutely not normal. I would absolutely get that checked out. Here's the other thing. The more you do it, the more it feels natural to you. I mean, the fact of the matter is you don't even think there's an issue with it. It's, you do this IRL and you'll see right away how uncomfortable it'll make people if you even notice it. Because I've seen people talk to themselves out in the streets and I've seen people give them the looks. You don't want to do that to yourself. You don't want to go down this road. It will be very, very difficult on yourself later in life. And you might not notice it, but it's absolutely there.
Take it from somebody who does this way more than probably should. Well, I mean, for one thing, I will say I don't do it in chats, but I do it a lot to myself. Definitely a habit to catch on before it gets too bad.
Yeah.
I try to catch myself on it a lot because it usually just ends up me degenerating into humming, but I at least do it to myself. So I will just say this from my perspective, just don't do it in a chat room. It's fine, like, if you just need to, like, get out some thoughts when you're alone or something, but in a public setting or a chat room, I'd probably just try to, help yourself out with that.
Right.
Just a life thing. I mean, I guess I'm a little guilty of myself doing that in the Fae chat sometimes. I just start...
well, that's a little different because, you know, people
Plotting
are
at
usually
me.
interested to hear what you have to say. Like, in terms of, you're talking about, like, a build or an event or something like that. So.
Yeah, right.
Also, Chow's generally getting flooded as it is anyway.
Yeah. Like people were talking
if anything,
about
I'm the person trying to keep us grounded. But...
Fae Lounge. Ugh.
Yeah. It's a special place. But hey, it looks like there's a default over there right now, so at least it's on track.
The big thing is, like, we have habits, right? But when you go into the habits more and more, that's how you really build a habit.
Yeah.
You don't want to make that something a habit.
Yeah. It just becomes more and more ingrained into your everyday life.
Yeah.
Almost a part of your identity the more you do it.
That's right, but you don't want... This is a horrible example, but for example, if you kill somebody and then you kept doing it, it's no longer a habit. You're now just a serial killer, you know? That's horrible.
No, it's no longer just a thing you do. It's a thing you are.
Yeah, so just try not to do that to yourself. That's such an extreme example. Not the case we're exactly talking about. But the idea stands. You shouldn't be pushing yourself down any direction like that.
But yeah. Just trying to give some advice. I mean, realistically, apply to yourself however you will, but this is still a public chat room, so best.
In all my years of streaming, I've never had anyone do that though. Like just endlessly talk to themselves. Like this isn't the first time.
Chat room.
Yeah, there was a time where like this went on for hours, and I was just so confused. I was just like, maybe I'm not reading the chat correctly. I was just so confused.
I thought that was just a complete... I was thinking to myself for a second, wait a minute, this seems pretty one way. Where is the other side of the conversation?
All right, but yeah, you take care of yourself. That's just try and look out for yourself. Like,
yeah,
I would absolutely talk to someone about this.
Yeah. Yeah, just be mindful of these things going forward. Don't necessarily like feel like you have to stop altogether. And I mean, if you're already practicing it, good to you. But yeah, I don't know your personal situation.
Talk to a specialist, not just any person about it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You don't have to just talk, to one person either. If there are multiple people you feel can help you out, then
yeah.
The other thing is
trust.
Breaking bad habits is really hard. So you don't want to get it to that point.
Too hard sometimes.
Sometimes,
at least on your own.
It's absurdly hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can rattle those problems off.
All right. This is gonna be easy season. Keone's your bonus hero. Wow.
Yeah, you literally don't have to try to have a bonus unit.
It's the reason I'm finally testing out my Gale Force team.
See, I kind of want to do Gale Force, but maybe I just had a bad time with your team, KBB. Thank you very much.
Probably because of that, because my team is just really different.
Also, I do not have a lot of good Gale Forcers, but considering I eat glue all the time with Henriette and Gustav, oh well.
I'm glad you recognize you eat the glue.
Oh, of course. I know that I am literally, in a lot of cases, the bottom of the earth when it comes to the meta.
Tasty glue.
I mean, come on. I use Fallen Edelgard, Brave Hector, Flame, with Gustav, Henriette, dual saviors. That's my Aether offense.
I could technically start using Flame in my Aster season, I guess.
And nothing wrong with using Flame on a tank comp. No matter what it is.
I at least get to think that I'm not too bad because I use Brave Ephraim and nobody uses Brave Ephraim as a near save unit. So...
Well, see, that's a matter of investment costs. Part of the reason I use Gustav is because I don't have to do anything. He kind of just works.
I was at least happy though to see that my Brave Ephraim 1 round's even a +10 legendary Sigurd, so that's good.
Oh yeah, so does Gustav with flying colors.
Yeah, I know it's not exclusive to him, but it's just.
It's more so a matter of can you survive a Brave Erica? That's the thing. I think
yeah, that's a little more shifty. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's the reason why. Part of the reason why I think Gustav going forward, or more actually, Edelgard is actually going to probably be one of the best near saves if Erica becomes common, because that Luna proc is just death. It doesn't matter how tanky you are. It doesn't matter if you're green. You're dead.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. I tried to fight over green unit. I just died. It's just like, oh, this is fair.
Yeah, this is fair. I have a 90 defense Gustav who reduces 3/4 of the damage on his first hit, and he died. And Erica just healed herself back to full. That's awesome.
Oh man,
I think right now Erica's the most impactful CYL 5 unit.
No, I think she's the best one for most people.
I still think Marianne, Gatekeeper in particular, have some serious potential, but Erica is the Edelgard of this CYL.
I have not even seen one. I have not even seen one Gatekeeper used in Aether raids yet. Did we cut off? Oh, there's something wrong with today, huh, chat? Oh, Gatekeeper Secret Tech against Brave Catcher Balls. Ah, I should probably use him for that, huh? Oh my god, my summer support's broken.
You startled me.
That sucks. Ugh, I accidentally pressed Burundetta apparently. So I gotta relearn with Marth.
So just a matter of what's he gonna do about it.
Wait, what's what gonna do about it?
And you're back.
Yeah, you got cut off just you were saying I've only seen one, and then you just cut off.
You haven't. What unit did you not see?
You haven't seen one.
Gatekeeper.
Oh, yeah.
We just cut off again. Fuck this. Chat, I'm so alone. I only have you guys. My companions in chat. They're constantly silenced. Have you guys seen any good movies recently? As I said yesterday, I watched The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith and Jaden Smith. It was a really good movie. I'm really glad I watched it. Not really? Nom's solo segment.
Not Nom's solo segment Kappa.
Ah, yeah. Not that I want it to be a solo segment. I like hanging out with these guys. Mostly Legion and Evan. I feel like I'm forgetting someone, but if you forget someone, they probably weren't very important, right? All right, I need to give back the light blessing. I watched Serendipity for the first time. It was okay. Oh wow, I've heard of Serendipity. I want a Ryan Reynolds streak and watch Free Guy and Deadpool movies. Ah. Oh, I heard your voice, Legion. And now I don't hear her voice. Great. This is the worst. I still have like one more Edelgard to try and get. I think she might be back this season.
Okay.
Hello.
Let's see.
Hello, Discord. Come on.
This is so weird because I know for sure it's Discord's fault.
Oh yeah, this has to be. Like, it obviously, A, is picking up your voice, and B, it doesn't kick you out, and yet, we hear nothing.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I don't get it. I haven't seen this kind of glitch before, but, ugh.
Who is the Grand Hero Battle Hero? It's some old man who created
He's
Ashen
only
Wolves.
38.
He's actually not that.
It's Elfric from Ashen Wolves.
Wait, he's 38?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has black hair. He's not like gray.
He
hair,
looks
right?
way older. I guess ugly makes you look
think so?
older.
I mean, he does have a bit of a wrinkled face, I guess. But...
You have a wrinkled face.
You think at age 18 I have a wrinkled face? I don't think so.
You know, it still cracks me up. Guys, Impulsor sent me a picture of his high school ID, and you guys know the high school ages, right? Like in America, you can go up to 18 in high school unless you've got drop-back grades. When I looked at his ID, he looked like he was in his 30s. I was so confused. He was like trying to prove to me that he was like, in fact, like what, 19? And I looked at his high school ID and I was just like, no, you're 35.
13 or 30 kind of situation.
Yeah, some people are just like born looking super old, you know? Really unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Knew one guy, big guy, full beard, like at 13. Or no, there was actually this one student in my elementary school who by the...
Oh Christ, he cut off. Oh, today's horrible. All right, well. I'm gonna wait for him to come back to the chat.
What?
Okay,
Huh?
your story
Can you not hear us?
your story stopped immediately because you got cut off.
I was still able to hear him. That's strange.
Yeah, well, we could hear him.
Yeah, no, it was, the guy was by 5th grade the tallest person in the entire building,
Yeah.
including the staff. So
I don't understand how that happens. Like, the fuck, you know?
Yeah, someone in my seventh grade, basically, like it was a new school. I got there, he was like in my class. He was the tallest person I'd ever seen. I don't know how he was a student, but like he grew even more from there. And by the end of high school, he was already the tallest in school at that point when he started. And then he was just even larger when he graduated. I don't understand how that's possible.
Oh
Yeah, I knew a guy in middle school who was in 8th grade, or I was in like 5th grade at the time, but he was in 8th grade. He started out as like, 6 foot, and then by the end he was like 6'4". So like he left the school being the tallest guy in the school. It was just, some people are like that.
man, I'm 5'6".
I think we all have stories like that. So just like Dex, I had that. yeah, like in middle school, I saw this one kid who was just like, he was already like a head taller than everybody, but he just kept growing. About 8th grade, he was like 6 foot something, and he was like among the tallest people in the entire school. I believe in high school, he just kept growing, and now he's like 8 foot tall. And I think by graduation, he could touch the top of the building. And I heard, as of recently, he's moved to another planet because he's now 50 feet tall.
That sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
But I could be wrong, you know.
Yeah, that could, slight exaggerations, maybe. Might be 48.
We changed the story slightly to.
Yeah, you know how it goes. People round their height up. You know, they're like, oh yeah, I'm like 5'11". I'm actually 6 feet when they're like 5'11". You know, he's probably like 49 feet, not actually 50. It just sounds better when it's an even number, you know.
Understandable, yeah.
Yeah, what's an extra foot at that point? I mean, nobody's gonna know this, right?
Yeah, it's like not a big difference, honestly.
Hey, you're just out for a drive. Cop pulls you over, asks for your height. You say you're 50 feet. I believe you.
Yeah,
sir, you've had too much to drink.
I need you to step out of the vehicle. I need a longer breathalyzer.
Wait, this actually happened to you, Ventus? I feel so bad because I've seen that happen to kids in like school dances in middle school. There's just one guy who's like fully developed and everyone looks so much younger and he has no one to dance with because it's just so awkward.
Yeah, the police get involved thinking it's a pedophilia incident when it's just...
Yeah.
You might even be the youngest person there in some cases.
Because you imagine getting ID, but for the opposite reason. Sir, you are too old to be here. That's so depressing.
Oh, that would be terrible.
How do you get in cars at that height?
Sometimes I wish I looked a little older.
Huh?
Sometimes I wish I looked a little older than I am.
You sound like you're a grandpa.
You sound older.
Yeah, but I look nothing like it. Like I look like a baby, basically.
You look nothing like your voice.
I wish I looked that old.
There are actually a lot of people who have that happen to me. Although I'd say I look somewhat similar to my voice.
You do know when I talk to you, I imagine a clown.
That's
your imagine. Oh,
See,
wait,
I'm just
talking
gonna
to me
keep
or
thinking
Evan?
that. I'm just gonna keep thinking Gunter. That's all I need. You're Gunter old, right?
like people could easily mistake me as like a 14-year-old or something.
Oh god.
If I were to shave, I would probably look about the same as I did like 10 years ago almost.
The only thing saving me is my height, basically.
That's not saving me. I haven't grown in almost 10 years.
Legion, that's because you're Asian. Asians age very strangely, chat. If you didn't know, Asians age the span of 30 years in one night. But it depends on the night it happens on.
Pretty much.
So if you ever marry an Asian person and you're now 50 and the next day you wake up and you realize they're a different person, nah, it's just they just aged. It just happened to be that day. Nothing wrong with it.
My father has been mistaken as my brother before. So
exactly.
Quite consistently, actually, so...
That's right, I actually forgotten that both you guys are Asian. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Very interesting development in life.
It cracks me up because it happened to a teacher of mine. He looked like he was a student, and he was like 5'5", so he was even smaller than students too. And then, yeah, he's actually a teacher. It was always really weird.
I had that happen sometimes with subs in high school who were like just dwarfed by the kids in the class. And tall kids would just walk right up to him and be like, "Hey," and it just looked so stupid. Like the teacher, like looking like they were the student instead.
Oh no, our staff is old. Like most of them were old, so you could not possibly mistake them. We're talking like 60s at least in a lot of cases, so couldn't do that.
But Asian people look way younger. Yeah, I don't even understand how that works. Could it be a diet thing?
When they look old, they look older.
Yeah, that's also true.
They just look ancient. But at least they keep their hair longer.
You didn't know Legion was Asian? Yeah, when I first met Legion, I was surprised too that he was Asian, that he was Japanese. And then I found out more about him, like he can't speak Japanese. I'm just like, aw.
Imagine not speaking weeb, that's a sin.
Life
Legion
goal.
just doesn't sound like any stereotypical race would sound like for me. Like,
Well, to be fair,
didn't
there's a
sound
lot of
white or anything. He had some
European
black
mixed
or
in
whatever.
there.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of European mixed in there, or a lot of it.
Wow.
Yeah, that
We
makes
don't even
sense.
exactly know from where, because our family tree gets screwed up past my grandmother.
By the way, I
It's
want
the
everyone
same
to realize this. Most people are mixed, and for good reason. If you go to a doctor and you have a genetics test and they tell you you're 100% anything, that's horrible. For example,
Yeah, that's...
if you're 100%
God.
German, congratulations, you're inbred.
You're a Nazi.
yeah, I mean, if
You
it's an
know?
entire continent,
I
that's
don't know.
That's horrible. Yeah, you don't want to be 100% of anything. Just means you're inbred. Now,
Hell yeah.
100% European versus 100% English. Little bit of a distinction there.
Yes, those two are very different, yeah.
Yeah, like my mom's side is basically a mix of like a bunch of European countries and then also like the Caribbean, so it's like strange mix.
whoa, that is a strange mix.
That is a little bit
My
of globe.
mom's side is, let's see, my mom's side is mostly Scandinavian, and then my dad's side is English and Dutch, so kind of Northern
side
Europe.
is predominantly Japanese, and then my mother's side, we don't really know very well. I think it's like French in there somewhere, but it gets really confused.
My dad's side is like just pure Canadian.
Well, there's some pride right there. Good old Canadian pride.
Hey, what you know about the Canadian pride, eh?
Well, not much.
Someone
Haven't
banned
been
Dex,
there.
thank you.
I'm just being a Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm sure you are.
I like my maple syrup, yeah.
Yeah, you keep talking from even further from Canada than I am.
Yes, I mean I'm still not that far from Canada though.
Well, no, it's like
You're
an 8 hour
closer,
drive, 9 hours.
I hope you're further away from Canada.
I'm gonna hunt you down, and then
Oh, wow, this is an easy battle, guys.
What's
Wow.
that? You getting easy
Oh
battles?
my god, chat. This is literally like
what the?
Reinhardt versus the
What?
world.
I thought my
Except
match
with
was
a
easy.
super
Oh my
built
gosh.
Astrum.
Ugh.
Legion does
Then
not
that
sound
weird
Japanese
Astrum out of nowhere.
whatsoever.
Wait,
Lol.
he's still using
He sounds
Hackle
like a
Lantern
100%
Sheena in
female.
2021?
Gringo for Mexicans is how
Maybe
you
this
say
is
it
one of those
right
people who
here.
abandoned his account.
You think Legion sounds like a gringo, bruh?
What? What?
I mean, like I said, there is still a lot of European in there, in that blood as well.
I'm gonna go duel in just to show this guy how Fire Emblem Heroes really is.
Hopefully he at least logs back in.
He doesn't even
Videos
have a
will find next
refresher.
month.
This is
He's
really
using-
depressing.
He's like, okay, what units do I have that are good? That works.
Oh my god, this guy is... Guys, I haven't even seen Sheena in forever. I only know one person who likes Sheena, and it's Leaf Hulk. And Leaf Hulk's absolutely a crazy person.
I like Sheena
What about
too,
P4's Far Save Aegis Shield Pulse Sheena?
but she's actually not
Crazy,
bad.
crazy people, there you go.
She's not bad with her refine. Instead of the 2018 Hackle Lantern build, or is it 19? Whatever.
Think you can beat us?
Alright, this should be pretty simple. Just go up, kill
Kill
Reinhardt,
and leave.
At your
and,
command.
yeah, and just leave.
Oh, this is an uneventful start to the season. Even I had a harder fight than this.
That was your fight.
Dual Leaf, Legendary Sigurd, little run. But the fortunate thing is, they all died to Gustav and Henriette without a problem. The harder part was actually getting the pots, because they were also high in mobility. They would always they would just kill themselves. But I got through it. Where is it?
This way?
I faced this genius who thought it would be an amazing idea to put Legendary Sigurd behind Gatekeeper, who was behind Note, and then funnel them into one line. Like they didn't have any space to move.
Yeah, funneling is not a great strat. Take it from a guy who funnels.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still guilty of that on one of my defenses. I kind of funnel, but
I still need to restructure mine. But yeah, it was Note,
Still.
Sigurd, Leaf, Brave Edelgard, Dancer Sigurd, Triandra Yoon. All meta units not used correctly. And that makes
Wow.
all the
This way?
difference.
This is so stupidly easy.
You can literally bait the Julius with Linja and not feel punished.
Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna do it normally.
Yeah, why not?
Hey Singlen, why did I get Scott Pilgrim vibes when you said Reinhardt versus the world? Lol.
Because I'm a huge Scott Pilgrim fan. I love Scott
It will
Pilgrim.
be done.
Not so
Go
loud.
past me, but I absolutely know it's a classic.
It is. I've actually read Brian O'Malley's all of his other works as well. I'm a big fan of his. He's also Canadian.
Of course.
If you say so.
Couldn't get anything less than full Canadian vibes from Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
You're a wonder.
I remember when units couldn't inherit skills. What else do you remember, Grandpa?
I actually do
Oh,
remember
shush.
that. That's-
As though you weren't just as guilty of it.
And I remember the time when Skill Inheritance first came out. I was at like a middle school volleyball game, and I was like, "How the hell does this work?"
You were
Like, I
at a
don't
middle
understand.
school volleyball game for real?
Yeah, it actually was. When and not literally the second it came out, but like when I was first figuring out how it worked, I was like,
Okay, first of
"How
all,
does
why are
this
you at a
work?"
middle school volleyball game?
Because I played volleyball in middle school.
Yeah, that says
Wait.
everything you need to know.
What the f-
And I was already in high school when the game came out.
I was like at the end of middle school when the game came out.
Yeah, I was sitting in my high school. That was 2017. That was my junior year. Wait, a
Yeah,
minute.
Wait, what game?
Yes.
Hey,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, I was,
wee lad.
I was in middle school, I
I
think.
was.
Oh my god!
What?
What is wrong
Yeah,
with you
yeah.
people? Why
Oh,
are
no,
you so
no.
young?
Wait, no, I was in ninth
At your
grade, I
command.
think. Yeah.
So why are you
Okay,
so
I
old?
was in 8th grade.
Whoa! Wow.
Wait, how's that possible? Aren't you older than me, Dex?
Maybe you have a different grade system because. Hold on.
Maybe
Yeah, wait,
Dex
hold-
ages at a different rate. Ever consider the
Maybe.
fact that when Fire Emblem Heroes first released, Dex was in fact a fetus? That's right.
That's
Isn't that,
right.
Wasn't the fetus supposed to be that guy who can never say he's older than 2 anymore?
Oh yeah, it's Spez. Spez is also a
Spez.
fetus. There are so many fetuses in the Nimdom.
That.
All one of them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was already out in college. Exactly. That was me as well. Like, I was in university. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
I was only 2 years away.
I was,
Yeah,
no,
No, you were
basically
more
in
like
high
2 years away from being 2 years away.
school.
Summer of life.
I had 1.5 years of school left.
Not so loud.
All right,
I remember I was
just
sitting
to
in
show off.
French class when I got told Faye came out, and then I just immediately. I was in class and I was already downloading it.
I was so excited. I still remember. My guys, that was back when I had friends, IRL friends who played this game. Now I'm the
Same
only
here.
one.
Same here. I mean, I still have that same friend, but yeah, we're not close. We're not.
They've moved on to brighter and better things.
Yeah. So
I have a friend who still plays it, but I haven't reached out to him for a long, long time.
See, all the other friends, they come back to summon for a unit and they leave.
Yeah, that's actually hilarious. Why do people do that? Like, you summon for the unit, great, you have them. Are you gonna experience them? No, we're
Nope.
leaving.
I have them, that's all that matters.
Yep. All that matters is that now I have Summer Violet, for example. Done.
I've literally never met anybody in my life who's ever played this game. Well, sort of.
I was
met one
introduced
person,
to
sort
someone
of.
who did. Like,
Coworkers actually played it. I found out pretty late in. And now he's the
Yeah.
person I talk to about Faye in real life.
The only reason I was a week 1 player was because the teacher's assistant was who was a big fan of Fire Emblem and who actually got me into Fire Emblem was playing it like in week 1. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
no, I didn't know it was a thing. Like, I didn't even know it was supposed to come out until day 2 of the game's release. And I thought I missed a whole bunch of stuff because Sophia's 1 to 2 star battle was available on day 1, I remember. And I thought, oh no, I missed out on a 1 and 2 star Sophia. How am I supposed to... Nah, it didn't matter. It came back on rotation. It didn't matter anyways because it's a 2-star Sophia.
I always forget about those rotations.
I started in week 1. I didn't start absolutely on day 1.
Yeah, I didn't... Stick terms.
Yeah, I think I was like day 3 or 4, maybe something like that.
It's not like you miss a whole lot the first
No,
day.
no. I mean, I missed very little. That's true.
I mean, if it's any consolation, I don't think I've ever missed a day since. So, yeah.
I
Also, that's a
have.
little goofy.
I haven't played this
Missed
game
a
every
couple.
single day.
Missed a couple days at that. At least it's not enough to meet that 30-day free 20 warps check. That's when you know it's been too long.
Wait, there's a... What do you mean 30-day?
If you don't log in for 30 days, Sharena checks it, will tell you it's been a while and hands you 20 warps.
Oh, really?
Which is
I
not
didn't-
worth it.
It's not worth it.
I
You're
didn't
better off
even know
playing.
that. Yeah, but it's still, it's like...
Yeah, they give you something if you're gone for too long. This team is one of those teams that just has all these fancy units and no design.
Yeah.
It's all about how can I fight that Marianne.
I would have thought it would be first, how do you kill the fallen Edelgard? Because that's really the only thing that I would be worried about here.
Oh, Zane can do it.
Oh, that's good enough. And come to
noticed
find that
Brave
Mary
Ephraim,
actually counters Edelgard well.
Yeah, well, I was going to say Brave Ephraim with Garm and Ignis. If you just enemy phase Brave Fallen Edelgard in 1 round, it's pretty
Same with
nice.
Gustav.
Yeah.
Then again,
You just-
realistically, almost anything that Ephraim does, Gustav also does.
Right, they're very similar in that respect. Yeah.
You know, being a green near save tank and all. But
But
First
Gustav
day-
doesn't really get screwed over as hard as Ephraim by Fatal Smoke.
yeah, and not to mention Gustav has the gratuitous 75% damage reduction because why not?
So, you know, I'm stuck with Ephraim, but he's good for
I
now.
wouldn't say you're necessarily stuck with him, especially since you have a much better Ephraim than I do with Gustav. I have a
Oh, you
minus
have-
defense Gustav,
Oof, that's right, I forgot about that. So,
and yet I have not actually have never had a situation where Gustav is the one that's died. It's always Henriette. And that's just because it's that good. Yeah, no, for a first day of the season, though, it seems like you got some pretty easy matches.
I'm just worried about Marianne. How hard did she hit?
If she's sabotaged, pretty hard, actually.
Only one I'd be
she's
afraid of
turning
is
that into a
Morgan.
buff.
So,
Swiss Sparrow Seal.
58 goes up to 65, 74, 81 attack.
Actually, I think I should have used my Leon here because he just broke this, fought Camilla, fought you, and won.
Yep.
Ugh. Whatever.
Yeah,
Zane
that
can do
Marianne's
it.
gonna hurt.
It's just gonna be a bit more harder.
English. And you will not double that Marianne. I will just put that out there. You're not gonna double her, and she's gonna double you.
Wait, how?
It's Marianne. Check out that speed stat, baby.
Speed res minus 6 plus.
Gonna get 6, 11,
58,
15,
60,
67.
67 base speed. No shenanigans.
Good morning. The glimmer of life.
Be glad that you don't have a speed penalty, or else it's all over.
Got 'em.
And of course, if Marianne even has time, if Marianne doesn't kill, she's gonna refresh a refresher most likely, and that's just as bad.
Let's go.
So, proceed with the utmost caution.
Alright, let's see how this goes.
Yep. I'm personally trying Braid Marianne out, so far she did nothing because I got Gale Force swept. So,
Oof.
yeah, that was not a
Oh,
great
whoa,
demonstration.
whoa, whoa. Camilla moved.
Yep, restore trap.
That's awkward. I thought I shut it down. That's the thing.
You shut down part of it,
Okay.
but Pathfinder says you didn't shut it all down, unfortunately.
Oh. Can go up. Or fight Cam right now. But I have to be in front of Bolt Tower, so that's not pleasing. I could just
Nope.
put myself right here and just bait in Dorothea to start things off.
Yeah, I'd probably get rid of Doro as fast as possible so you don't have the chance of getting 2 Marianne actions.
Death's caress.
Alright, let's do that then.
Maybe this way. Yes.
What?
This way? All right.
Right, boss? Like this.
Let's go.
That's still possibly one of the lewdest herd art guys.
Yep. Oh, that's for sure. Especially for Pelagian art.
Only has 39
I smell
res.
sweets.
Yeah.
I
Oh, wait,
bestow
you-
my blessing.
This way.
Do I take my time breaking this down?
Only thing to be cautious of is that Marianne will survive any initiation she puts out, so...
Yeah. I think I can kill her. She only has 39. She's alone. She doesn't have.
Boo. Of course.
I will have how much speed?
Good question.
That's the question.
Well, you won't penalize speed, so you don't have to worry about that. If that 47 is being used, that would be 47, 53, 56, 59.
I think I can do it. It's just okay.
65. You should be able to not get doubled, Marianne, but doubling is probably not going to happen.
Hmm.
It will be done.
The glimmer of life.
Wait a sec.
Death's
Could I? No. All right, here we go.
This way.
31.
Let's go. I smell sweets.
31 to kill. Get the kill. Teleport up. Attack Marianne. End turn. Refresh, move up, attack Marianne, end turn. I think I can do it. All right, let's just do it.
Make with the candy. Boom.
This gets awfully awkward if I don't, in fact, get the kill.
Good morning.
Yeah.
All right. Boo.
Yep. Okay, I can do it.
Let's
I just
go.
have to end turn here.
Of course. I smell sweets.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah, she's that fast. You're like right underneath it. Wait, let's see. 19 speed, so you have 59, 61 speed.
Wow.
How much is it Marianne's in combat speed mod? 5 and 5. So.
Like this.
If you say so.
Yeah, 19, so that'd be 59, 61.
I bestow my blessing.
You're literally one speed off.
One speed off.
I think Milla's not in range, is she?
+3. 55. 55.
1, 2. Nope, she's in range.
56.
Like this.
If you say so.
This way?
Alright, well, I'm gonna have to get hit by her then.
Yeah, and because fortunately, Swift Sparrow will mean that you don't get doubled because it's not enough speed on top. But still,
I've got a bag of tricks.
just be aware of her refresh.
Really depends on who attacks first then.
Melee usually goes first, especially unless of course somebody can kill.
Okay, well, it's time to see it then.
If you say
Yep.
so.
Maybe no follow-up will be enough.
Alright, that's fine.
That HP stat though. Oh, Zane just straight up kills, that's why.
I
Jeez.
smell sweets.
Oh, alright, we're okay. Can I kill? How am I gonna kill Fallen Hero Guard? That's the question now.
That's the real question.
I think I can keep my HP high enough. Alright, let's do it. Technically, Norn's Not is no longer the scary unit.
Mm-hmm.
If I leave the battle to start, if I start the battle off, getting baited by Marianne doesn't seem like fun. Okay.
Of course, just as long as it'd be preferred if Edelgard doesn't get the time to transform.
This way?
Either way.
Okay. Thanks, Fate. Thanks for the follow.
All right.
Ready.
Boo.
Wait, I should just back off now. Let them do their thing.
I smell sweets.
Basically, and Edelgard won't transform this turn. Next turn she will, but hopefully by then there'll be follow-up.
This way?
Got him.
Actually should be keeping Dagger relatively close to battle, but fuck your red chair.
I
All right, well
bestow
that's
my
fine with me
blessing.
either way. A non-transformed Edelgard is the closest thing to attaining peace you'll have in this game. Yeah. It's
that's what he gets.
that's probably a trait fruited one too.
Probably. Spark, trait fruited.
If you say so.
Good morning.
Or they just got super lucky, but
I
I
smell
doubt it.
sweets.
Okay,
I mean,
you,
they also had Morgan, but I don't know.
you remember when you said I was off by 1 speed?
Yep.
I'm actually thinking about getting the Fury 4 off of what's her name again? Est?
Yeah.
Bunny Est.
Really?
You really want to go down that compile path?
Because her B slot is also I believe it's
Chill.
chill attack res.
Yeah.
So Fury 4 chill attack res is actually pretty good for this comp, because my main fighter is Zane anyways.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. I mean, are we talking the manual? Because
Yep, manual.
do you? I mean, I don't know. If
I just feel like it's not a
Catria-
worthy enough investment.
considering that you're also using up valuable compile.
Well, I'm gonna take a look. Isn't it the Spurn compile path? Wait,
It's
which?
a Spurn path, but
Yeah.
for that's Valentian Catria and then Fallen Barkut.
Still a good
So I
path,
guess-
right? So.
It's a solid path.
I'd say it's the weakest path of them all.
Oh, really? Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, even looking at the
I think
path
it's-
directly above, you
Yeah,
got
we compared to that.
Mirror Stance 3, Null Follow-Up, Flashing Blade, Courtly Fan, Windsweep, ARD, and Joint Drive. And then you have Pulse Smoke, Steady Impact, and Helm Bow, and Harsh Plus.
Alright guys, I'm gonna take a look at it. I need to make up my mind soon anyways. Because I haven't used any of the compile 2, and I'm at 10,000 already.
You can almost do 2 of the paths already.
The only one I'd say is like a close to being as poor of an investment as it is that path is the Awakening. Just because I think it's only worth going down 2 spots for the Awakening path.
Whoa there, you don't care for Midori?
No, I just don't think Spendthrift is that great anymore.
Well, you get close foil too, so.
And you
So-
still also get damage reduction.
Because Chris has always been a good pickup. Virtually any hero uses that pickup really well. JDA with Spurn is such a good combination. But the reason why I'm considering S again, guys, is Fury 4 with Chill Attack Res 2. Isn't that just perfect fodder? Because like
is.
very few heroes would need both of these. But in my case, Warren with Zane makes perfect sense.
It's good, it's just I don't know if it's worth 4,000
Like-
codes.
Is it as
Yeah.
good an invest as any of the other paths that you wouldn't be
The only
doing?
other path I'm considering is Leon's path for Leon, a merge on Leon, because my Leon's minus res plus attack. So I really want to just fix him, because I use him every season.
Yeah,
You do
I mean-
use your healers on defense every season, so you could give them like one of the Ethlin manuals.
Eflin manuals?
The Ballroom Ethlin and the Genealogy path for your healer.
ARD. I wouldn't really just use it for the ARD though.
Yeah, just 'cause it's a good path in general anyway.
Well, yeah, it's just a good.
Oh. Huh.
Like that's what I did for my Elise before Niffle came out.
Path. I mean, I guess the other thing, of course, is looking towards the future with the fodder on each path. That's why I ended up doing like the Fates one first, because you get damage reduction, you still get the Spendthrift set.
But I've never used
No
ARD
follow-up.
attack. I don't use ARD skills at all.
I mean,
Because
just
you don't have
because
access
it's
to them or because you don't like them.
I don't like them. I also don't even know who's going to use attack and speed. If you look
It's
at my
mainly just
team-
for the healers in my opinion, like for your case.
Yeah, because if you look at... Oh, healers. Yeah, they don't just... Because, look, the only healer... 2 healers I use... Laura Shell, who's attack speed pushed already, and Veronica, who's attack speed pushed already.
Yeah, I was about to say, your case does not really have
It's not
any
very,
outside of that.
yeah, it's not really a great benefit.
Unless you want to get rid of a DC on Note to give her some stats. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but is that the really best investment?
I don't really... Yeah, I don't really know about that either.
I would personally be trying to use the Courtney fan before anything else.
Yeah, I think the Corley fan's more valuable.
Certainly. Wait, what dagger units do you use that you could use with the...
Uh,
Any fast dagger unit.
well, here's the question. That following up on that, what dagger do you use that doesn't have a perf that's worth using instead?
Yeah.
Right, because my 2 dagger heroes are plus 10 Sothis and plus 10 Kranya. I would not switch off either dagger.
Yeah.
Wait, oh, so...
So, yeah.
Oh, Soth. Did I say Sothis? Whoopsies.
Yeah, I was confused.
I mean, that too, but
Yeah, I only have 2 dagger heroes at plus 10. I don't really use dagger heroes.
yeah.
I usually, I use dagger
Oh,
heroes if they
crap.
have a
Also, I
perf,
use Lin,
usually.
but that's very different as well.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
not
a very
count.
perf reliant unit. Yeah.
I mean, she does like Windsweep, but you wouldn't use that kind of Windsweep water. And besides, you already have a disarm one.
Chat, what do you guys think? I have no idea. I think I'm happy with... because at this point, I'm holding on to these codes for no reason. It's literally not benefiting me at all to hold 10,000 of them.
Yeah.
Did we cut off? Why'd I even bother asking? Obviously we cut off. Ugh.
Fodder, so I think that it's probably just best to go with genealogy path just for like the future, because I think it has the most valuable fodder for the future.
Alright. You guys cut off.
Oh.
You wanna know the most annoying thing? On Discord, it's a green... maximum green bar. That's what pisses me off the most.
Yep, it doesn't make it seem like it got cut off at all.
Yeah.
Because I can still hear you.
Oh no, when you cut off, we couldn't hear him.
Oh, I thought I cut off.
Yeah.
It's because I'm speaking to you directly into your mind. That's because you're also in the GTA.
Exactly. But, yeah, I mean, I'll just say personally, I found the most value out of the Awakening and then Tellius Paths, but...
The thing with Spendthrift is I don't know who to use it, who to give it to yet.
Yeah,
because recently I got Faye, and I'm just like, do I want Spendthrift or Fire Sweep, though?
I finished the Tellius on that manual series.
I think the Tellius might be the easiest, like... There's a lot of units that, for example, use Crafty Fighter or use anything Shinon has.
Yeah. Because I assume Nims is eventually going to build up an armor unit that's not Edelgard, so... Could be good.
Yeah. But, I mean, it is, of course, a use case scenario as well. And I will say that getting that Ojin Mantle, in my personal opinion, is just one of the easiest, best days.
Yeah, it's really
the problem with that is I already have 2 Ojins.
Yeah.
More is just even better, because I wish I could have Endless Ojin right now.
I'm trying to fodder the guy off, because they're both bad. Take care, Pika. Thank you for dropping by. But I have 2. Literally 2 Ojins, and I don't know what to do with you guys. Here's one. Mine's defense plus res. Another one is, I believe, in barracks. Alright, I don't know. I think I should do it, because I legitimately don't have any need for any of these things anyways.
It's really just a matter of personal case scenarios, what comes as being the most useful to a signal person. I just personally do not have a lot of fodder, so I will go for the paths that have the best overall fodder density. But that's just me. So...
You gotta cut off again. Alright, I think that's cute to stop this madness. I give up. Everything's getting cut off. We'll decide another time.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'll just say, long and short of it.
I give up. I get it. Fine. You got it, Discord. I'll shut up. I'll never give you any more money either. If you guys don't know, I actually have Discord Nitro on my other Discord account. Just, I'm not on it right now, but even then, this is just stupid. Hello.
Discord is cool.
I give up. All right, I'm gonna stop the stream now. Let's raid somebody and call a night. Oh, this is oh, okay. Wait, do I even have streamers? I don't. Whatever. This is so dumb.
Looking through. Mjolnir's ended, so everybody can pick up their rewards. Only 2 days left on Forging Bonds and Tempest Trials, so be sure to get those done.
Mm-hmm. Dango fam? I love Dango. Let's raid this guy and ask him if he's a Clannad fan. Has anyone watched Clannad? It's still one of my favorite animes. Alright everyone, thank you so much for dropping by. For obvious reasons, it's kind of rough right now, so I'm just gonna call it a night. But thank you all for dropping by.
Cut off again.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, have a good night, everyone. It's
Yeah,
been
we'll
a
figure
wild
this out.
ride.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hopefully, by the time Data Mine comes around, we'll be off better.
Yep. So I'll see you
Should
guys
be in
tomorrow.
looks like it. It should be in 2 days, by the way, Data Mine.
Oh crap! It's not tomorrow.
No, because the trailer's early.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, Thursday Data Mine, so got until then. But they might be meet some of the heroes tomorrow, so I guess it's not.
All right, let's just say hello. Are you a Clannad fan? I wanna hear it because I'm a Clannad fan. But yeah. Anyways, take care, everyone. Sleep tight. Stay safe. Till next time. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good
See y'all later. Maybe.
Hopefully soon.
All right, let's see if he's a Clannad fan.
All right.